think I talked to Selfless about it. The same thing like with random girls fucking. It's all a fucking scam. It's just a fucking
all that
bust,
stuff's a
probably.
scam, bro. All that stuff's a scam. All right,
100%.
we're gonna get this started. I turned off sound alerts and stuff today, so when that stuff comes through, just that way it's just us and then the podcast. So we are going to be calling this segment the Team Pick Me Up podcast because pretty much the majority of the people involved are some of the major contributors and supporters of Team Pick Me Up. I'm Selfless_Gaming. This is me here on Twitch. You can find me on TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and Hover as well. And then to my top left is Rage Induced Coma. Rage, go ahead and induce yourself.
What up? What up? It's your boy Rage Induced Coma. We mainly found at Twitch.com. All other stuff, it's in the works.
Ball.
Oh, hello. Yeah, Molten_. It's Molten_ here, and then on TikTok as well, Molten_, and then YouTube is just Molten, and then yeah, Twitter's the same as well.
So today we're gonna cover a couple different topics. First one is we're gonna each kind of like go into how we started our streaming journey and what inspired us to start streaming. Everybody's kind of got like a different background, different story, as into like what got you involved with Twitch, YouTube, Trovo, like whatever it is you may stream on. But we're gonna dive into that, and then from there we're gonna kind of talk about like during our streaming journey, like what have we learned along the way, and what are some things that we have applied to our streaming to help with like chat engagement, involvement, increased interactions, things like that. So hopefully we can kind of give you guys something to take away from this podcast episode today that maybe you might be able to apply yourselves to help you out with your like streaming interaction with chat, help improve that overall engagement. Rage, I'm going to start with you because I know you've been kind of streaming for a long time. So I'm going to let you start us off here.
Streaming for I haven't been streaming that much longer than
Well, you've been like creating some content and stuff for a long time. Like
I've been trying to create content for a long time.
Okay, fair
It's more
enough.
just in comparison to me than it is to actually saying it's a long time.
Yeah, I think I started streaming in I think it was 2018 when I first like dabbled into it, and I was introduced to streaming by one of my friends who was really into streaming, and they're like, "You should be a streamer," and I'm just like, "Why?" And it was like, "You're just your personality," and I was like, I don't know about that, but I was like, "I'll give it a shot," and here we are. What, 2.5 years later?
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, just had a friend said I should try it, and I just, gave it a shot. It's as simple as that.
So what was some of the stuff you started streaming when you first started out?
Oh god, League of Legends was the game I mainly streamed. That was, and then I'd switch it up, and you go, like a random RPG, go here, go there. Unfortunately, that doesn't help you too much in the streaming world if you constantly switch and you don't build a following based upon a game. I feel personally, other people can disagree with that, but I feel like when you're streaming, you're finding your audience. So, say for instance, I like action RPGs, so something like Dark Souls or Elden Ring or anything of that nature. If I built my thing there, I'd be in a completely different spot right now. But it's okay. I think a lot of my game choice, it's so sporadic. I'll be like, oh, I want to play this game one day, the next day, play something like Dead by Daylight, where that game's always popping.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it just really depends.
Okay. Mo, what about you?
As for the introduction to streaming, I think I kind of got really lucky. I started 2 weeks before lockdown started happening around the world and stuff, and I managed to get affiliate just before it all started happening. And
really,
it's like 2 years ago. I started in the February 2 years ago, and managed to get in just before everybody started streaming. So I think the whole world started streaming over the pandemic. I think everybody started doing it. Some people got really lucky and just boomed out of it, and then others just kind of plateaued and stayed at 1 the whole time. But as for the reason why, mine was I said before in Self's Discord, mine was a case of I was just showing my game to my friend at the time. I just randomly streamed it because I knew you could on PlayStation, showing it to my friend at the time. I think it was like FIFA, and I was opening packs or something, and I had like 10, 15 people come in on the first one, and I felt, you know what, that actually went quite well. I'm going to do it again. I did it again. And just like Rage said with like the sporadic game choices, it's only until the last like say 6 months where I've played like Rage did, and it was like every single game I wanted to play I would stream, and then I became a DBD streamer basically, and everything started picking up. The moment you turn DBD off, your numbers drop straight back down. The biggest myth in streaming, no matter how big the streamer is, the reason why big streamers tell you play what you want and the viewers will come is because they know it's a lie, and they know that they'll keep your viewers. You have to play to the public to get to a certain height, and then once you establish a crowd, that's when you start playing what you want.
You have to find your niche.
Variety streamers don't do well unless they're already at like 50, 60 viewers, and yeah, that's about it. So yeah, that's kind of why you stick to the same sort of games. Like Selfless, I think you've started sticking to like your Hunt Showdown and Tarkov now, haven't you, instead of mixing it about and everything.
Yeah, I've really like limited my overall like games and stuff that I stream. What up? Is it Desi? Yo, what up? Welcome, man. But so for me, I started back in 2018. So pretty much the same time as Rage, and I actually first came across Twitch from one of my coworkers. We were at work, and he turned me on Twitch. I started watching Tim the Tatman and Dr. Lupo. He kind of told me about Tim the Tatman and stuff, and basically I started following Tim the Tatman and Dr. Lupo, and it was... I remember it, and I'll always remember it, because this was like the moment that I wanted to start streaming. So they were playing as like a group of them. It was Lupo, Tim Tatman, I think Wildcat, maybe Dr. Disrespect, maybe one more, I can't remember who else. But they were playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare, like multiplayer. And they came across this group of kids that were starting talking shit in the lobby and everything to them. And it's like literally the next round, Tim the Tatman like jumped off, did a 360 no-scope on a kid, and they all just started ripping these kids. Like just old school. I was like, holy crap, like this takes me back to when I used to play, you know? And during that time, like as they were ripping these kids and stuff, Dr. Lupo said, oh yeah, if you guys want, you guys can donate to St. Jude as well. I'm doing a charity stream for him. Like just gotta drop that there after this, rip these kids' asses. So I went over to his channel, and I saw that he had raised, I think it was like $1.2 million for St. Jude's cancer. Yeah, and that's when I like really started following into what he was doing and everything. And it was stuff like that. Like I've always kind of been a giving person, and like I've always wanted to support people in need. And seeing like one, these guys were having a lot of fun. But two, it was like just the opportunity of what you could potentially do with your platform to like help people. That was something that really got me like going into streaming and stuff. I'm not gonna lie, like the journey's been up and down, but like seeing that take place, it just kind of showed me like if you really want your platform to be bigger than yourself and like offer something to people that like are in need and everything, like you have that opportunity. And then it was about a year ago, I came across Pestily, a big Tarkov streamer and stuff, and he's all about that stuff. Like he's all about giving back to this community, giving back to people who need charity events, things like that. And he actually just held an event this past week. He did like a 7-day non-stop stream and gave away 17 PCs. You know, he just does crazy stuff like that. And yeah, he got a sponsorship. We talked about last podcast with like artisan builds and stuff. And basically there's like PCs that weren't sent out. So there's basically been like a new business that's like kind of came out, and they reached out to him, and they're like, hey, we want to fulfill this like thing that happened with Artisan Build for your community and stuff. So like we'll sponsor these. But pretty much like what he raises for the subathon, I'm sure like half of that goes back to that company or something like that. So, but still, like just the opportunity to do things like that, you know, all around the world, it's pretty awesome. So that's kind of been a thing for me, for my driving force, and that's eventually why and how I've gotten to Team Pick Me Up. So.
Do you have a tab with the stream up or something?
I have a tab with the stream up.
Yeah, there's an echo. I hate that constantly.
Shouldn't. See if there's anything else. Is alright, wait, spawn. I should fix it. Is it still doing it? Stream mic. It's probably voice mod. Yeah, it is voice mod. Okay, so moving forward with you know, how we got into streaming, why we got into streaming, what have we learned along the way with streaming, about, you know, basically like trying to get your viewers more involved, trying to increase chat engagement. Like, what are some things that you all do to try to increase that for yourselves and for your viewers, most of all?
So are we starting with me again?
It don't matter.
Okay, so
Yes, Rage.
I guess there's a bunch of different like avenues you could go down when it comes to trying to get your chat to engage. There's third-party softwares like Dixper and Streamloots where they add, you know, a little bit of zing to something that's, you know, just not there to begin with. And there's a lot of cool things. There's, you know, stuff like what you guys use, like Mix It Up, so you can add like entrance music for people and different like alerts that, like I said, just aren't there to begin with. It's just, there's a lot of different tools you can use to spice up and have a nice interaction with others. But I don't really use any of that stuff. I still am working on a lot of stuff. So, Mo?
So to increase interaction, I guess if we're taking from our own perspective, with mine, it's just the more fresh and the more energetic I am in my streams, the more it helps me increase my interaction. I try and hype it up as much as I can. The moment I go slightly quiet, the chat goes quiet and it just disappears no matter what I add to my stream. So which is why I think if you want mass interaction, you can add all the things you want, which they do help. But I think if you want the most interaction, I think you'd probably be looking at more becoming a just chatting streamer as opposed to a game playing streamer, because your energy and your interaction and your involvement is obviously the mainstay and the main key point of what entails and what makes people want to stay. Like I need to update them, but I have, like, say, Stream Elements post like random questions throughout my stream to make people reply to them, and it does work with the new people. But obviously, when it's the same 4 questions posted like every 20 minutes, it kind of like disappears after a little while.
Seen the same questions for the last like 4 months.
Yeah, all right, give me a break. Jesus, I literally have a rabbit brain. Like today, I made a YouTube video. Then I wanted to make a green screen thing. Then I wanted to make more emotes. Then I wanted to make a beer back screen. I've made like half of 12 things today. Half, not full, half. but
You started a bunch of projects, has never finished them.
Yeah, pretty much.
The struggle.
But yeah, the best thing to interaction, I think, definitely, if you're somebody who really thrives on the interaction and is really good at speaking and talking to your community, whether it be making yourself look like an absolute tit or genuinely offering out some form of respectable knowledge and stuff, I think you definitely want to build on a just chatting that atmosphere. Even if you do it one day a week, like we do like DVD twice a week, community day once a week, and then story game once a week. So if we fit in like a just chatting stream on another day, I can guarantee you now within a month that day will be the most popular, the busiest day, because people want to come
You
in.
can be more interactive because you're not doing something else like gaming.
Exactly. And people are looking for a friend on Twitch more than anything. Most viewers are looking for somebody that they can come and like just hang out with and have a laugh with. Some people want to come and, sorry if this is a bad way to describe it, but some people want to come and just like trauma dump, I call it, where they come in and they try and put all of their day's worries on you, which is also great because it shows that they trust within you, and they obviously feel like they have a strong connection with you. But it gives people the opportunity to come and show their real selves and get to show how much of a troll they really want to be with you. Selfless screamer every 10 minutes instead of talking.
I'm just letting you know I'm there, man. I'm just letting you know I'm there.
Yeah, that I don't know. I forgot what the question was, but yeah, that's my answer to whatever the question was.
Just chat and engagement, interaction and stuff. Which, like,
yeah, all right, yeah.
That right there, though, I like the fact that you have that as a resource. I know if I time that right, I'm going to get you to jump and yell at me and possibly screw something up in the game. But
Content, baby.
Like that one, that creates an interaction between the two of us. But two, also like that's something to me that like makes me laugh, keeps me engaged because I'm waiting for that moment when to use it. You know, just like when I said like, "Hey Mo, I need you to check Discord right now. I just sent you an important message," and I hit Screamer as soon as he read it because I knew he was going to pull up Discord. And he's like, "You didn't send me anything," and then it went off. Like I purposely distracted him.
Mid game, that's the worst thing about it is, oh, what is it? What is it? I checked it. Scream, dick.
So like I like that interaction right there is something that like played a role, and it was. I mean, honestly, it was just really good content and stuff overall.
You're a penis.
Oh, it wouldn't. I mean, you're not wrong. Let me see here. Let's see. Just take the absolute piss. Like when I joined his stream, I introduced myself as hey. He laughed. I was like, "There's no way somebody introduces themselves like that."
Yeah, he actually did.
Oh my goodness.
But like, I think me personally, I know like depending on me, like Mole's talked to me about this before, Rage has brought this up before. Depending on like games and stuff that I'm playing, I can have like involvement with my chat and increase like engagement through that through Dixper or Streamloots, something like that. We can do like polls, predictions, like I've done I used to do a thing where it was like my old Twitter handle used to be turd__ slinger 9000, and we used to do like a thing called turd versus chat, and I've done like selfless versus chat, where basically I pick a game, we make a wager, and like if I win that round, points go to me. If like the community wins that round, points go to them, and then like at the end of the night, we'll go and drop 10 gifted subs on somebody if chat wins, like whoever they want, their choice. So like I've done things like that before that have helped. That usually is like always brought about a good thing. But chat also like tries to troll me and stuff too, to like cause me to lose, which kind of increases engagement as well. I personally think though, and we kind of talked about it earlier, like depending on the games that you play, that can have a big cause and effect of like how active you are with your chat or how active your chat is. I know like Mole, I'll give Mole a compliment with this. He does a really good job of starting his streams off with just chatting, and he has a really good point of transition from where he goes from just chatting to actually starting his gameplay and stuff. And like, whereas me, it's more like I start up and I'm like, "Yo, what's up, guys? What's up? What's everybody doing today? Anybody got any plans for the weekends? Cool, let's get into it." And I just start playing my game.
Like there's no introduction
in the stream.
It's just
I
like
sit there and wait for 5 minutes for someone to come into the stream, whereas
Yep,
Selfish is like, nobody here yet. Game.
Yep, let's go.
ADHD.
And like I try to be like better about my interaction with chat and everything. But here's my question for like Rage and Mole and anybody in chat as well. So like I have Streamloots, okay, and I've made Streamloots. I've tried to push Streamloots. Rage like bought subscriptions and he's bought packs on Streamloots. Nobody's gone in and redeemed them, even when I'm saying, guys, there's free packs on Streamloots. Go get one.
Yeah,
And then I see people going and get them, but then they don't use them.
use them.
And it's just like, to me, what do you do if like you have those tools and resources available for your community to use, but you're not getting any interaction with those tools? Like, do you continue to try to push it, or do you try to like find something else, to maybe like work with, or you just scrap it completely? Because I kind of gave up on Streamloots. Like, I have stuff with Tarkov, DVD, bunch of different things, but like, I think the only person who ever played a card might have been like Payne, and it was like do push-ups. Like, I think that was the only person that ever played a card. So actually, no, it was Toa. Toa played a card, and I don't even.
Disappeared.
Yeah, I don't even know if he's still alive or not.
Nah, he works actually he actually works a very serious job in like security. He's like a bodyguard for like not necessarily famous people but important people.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
So he
pretty
works
crazy.
very like he got re-given his gun handling license in New Zealand, which compared to America is actually incredibly difficult to get.
Really?
Yeah. Like he had to go through like I think it's like 6 weeks or something of tests and exams and mental, like all like every day of the week, 5 days a week kind of thing. It's actually mental. He was telling me
Yep.
about it. I was like, Wick couldn't tell me what he actually did though, but it's something to do with like security guards for.
I'm glad he's doing well though. So.
Yeah.
But like, what do you guys do in that situation? Like, if you have those tools and resources, but like they're not being utilized within your stream.
So like with Streamloots, I feel like you can more fine tune. Like if something's not working, you can try something new. You can make a new card, make new categories. It's more up to the streamer to be able to try and make that stuff more active, if possible. There are circumstances I feel like where people just aren't interested in those particular third party softwares. I mean, it is what it is. All we can do is try. If people don't want to use them, I mean, just say it's there and just keep going about it, I guess.
Well, what do you think?
Well, I mean, obviously, not to toot my own horn or anything, but I am a Streamloots partner,
That's kind of why I brought it up. Like,
yeah.
you've hit the pinnacle of it,
Mhm.
I think once again it comes back to like when I said about the just chatting thing. I think it comes back around to how much you can hype something, like because people will buy whatever you throw at them. People will buy it. Like as long as you hype it up and you make it seem amazing and you really like. I don't know if you remember when I was pushing for it, but I was pushing hard. Like I was every 5 minutes, I was posting my link. I was telling people about it. I was getting people to interact with it. Um, and it's just I was making it. I was making every stream solely about Streamloots. Like I'd play my games and stuff. Obviously, I would
Mhm.
dish out free packs to the right people because of like, say for example, Payne and Tobias and Emriat, these like silent assassin kind of people who don't really say much, but they like to screw me in the ass. Like fucking. Like I would give them to the right people, so they looked like fun, and then more people started buying them. I think it's more about thinking tactically as opposed to just trying to make people buy them. Like instead, like 'cause if you're just sat there going, "Oh, buy some Streamloots," and then 10 minutes later, buy some Streamloots, it's not going to make me want to buy any Streamloots.
Yeah, just saying it is not enough.
No,
But
you
yeah,
have to hype it up, make something worthwhile for buying them, and all
I
that.
actually
jazz.
used to like give them out and stuff. Like I
Yeah.
had on my wheel and stuff. I would like give them out and everything, but just nobody ever used them. Like,
You also have to give them out to the right people, though, because I know that there's a lot of people in my channel that have won Streamloots cards and have never used them.
Yeah.
It's the same like 5 people that use them over and over again. Like, obviously, when I first went for partner, loads of people were using them, but now it is literally just the same 5 people with the same 2 or 3 that buy them, and I appreciate it massively because it does give me an extra little bit of income. It's just like. If anything, it's actually probably better because if Streamloots ever got their own streaming platform, I would move to it in a heartbeat. 90% of the revenue. Thank you very much. Like it's like you can get so many things that integrate as well. Like you can like I've taken it off my screen and I don't know why. I need to put it back, but the whole like Streamloots banner that has like the discount code that's currently active always above it, so people can always see like what discount codes are available and stuff. The Ixpa's a lot harder, I think, because it's more expensive and it's very situational, Dixper. I think if you were trying to push to become a partner with that, because you have to be in the right situation, playing the right game, and connected in the right manner.
I have to have the right trolls.
Yeah, but that's right. Like, we were in Avenging Wood stream the other day, and he was playing DBD, and he has this Pokemon set, but it has like tornado effects and stuff, and it pulls his camera apart and all this jazz. And every single time he got within like 2 feet of killing someone, boom, there's 3 dicks was being played at once to stop you from getting it. He punched his desk that hard that his camera fell off. Like, and I was just pissing myself. I sent him a video of me laughing. But yeah, it was good.
I don't know. Like sometimes I just see like other people, they do things and it's like that just takes off for them. You know, it just works really well for them. And there's other people who can try the same stuff and it's like there's no engagement or involvement with it and all that stuff. And I can't remember who it was. Somebody a while back ago. This is like a couple months ago. They made a comment. I remember my stream. They said like, well, like I can't remember who we were talking about. But they're like, well, we control them pretty much in their stream. And I was like, dude, y'all control me too. Have you not seen like what all you guys can do? And then they actually started like looking into my stuff and they're like, oh wow, like what's this like drunk goggles thing and what's all these push-ups and sit-ups and squats? And it's like, yeah, dude, like I have all that. You just clearly haven't looked at the channel, you know? So,
or you just didn't make it big and bright enough for everyone to see.
I guess, yeah, I guess. I mean, that could be a thing too, you know? It could be.
Yeah.
But
there's multiple barrels.
what it like, in your guys' opinion, what is the best way to start off your stream?
Oh man. Probably is like how like Mole implements it. Really just starting off with just chatting, wait for everyone to join, just really, you know, getting it hyped up before everything gets rolling. Make sure everything's set up before you go live though and everything works. All that good testing stuff.
I think that's a big thing too.
So you know how the third-party softwares are sometimes. They'll work one day and the next day it's just like,
yeah, you don't change anything with them ever, and then all of a sudden they still work.
You don't even touch it and it changes itself. You're just like, well, let me write that one down.
Yep.
Notepad.
With the start of the stream, I think what kills for a lot of people, especially around all of our sort of sizes, is I think I don't want anybody to take offense to this. This includes Self-Rage, everybody in the stream. Bro. A starting soon screen when you will most likely have up to 5 people in your stream come 10-minute mark, and it just seems kind of a bit pointless to me because of your you might drive away people who have randomly just seen you pop up in like the recommended or something because they don't want to sit at a starting soon screen. They want to go somewhere where the action is straight away. If you're somebody who gets say 30, 40, 50 people, starting soon screen is great because you can build up the hype with the screen. I've seen people do things where if like you spam emotes in the chat, it makes a hype bar go up on the starting soon screen. And as soon as that hype bar is filled, they switch their live camera so they know that they've got enough people.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Parrot King's the one that does that. I seen him the other day, and I was like, "Oh, that is absolutely insane!" Like his streams are hype as it is, like, and then he adds that to it as well. He doesn't even press a button; it just switches for him through Mixup. So as soon as that hype bar fills, it integrates and it switches his scene. So he could be doing anything behind there, and if they get it pulled up quick enough,
oh god, that's a dangerous game.
No, I was like, that's amazing. But I think. What I do at the start of mine, what I've always tried to do now since I've got rid of my starting soon screen is I will start as if somebody is watching, as if it's a YouTube video. I'll talk about the last stream, what happened, where we went, what we did, what was good about it, and then I'll talk about what's the plan for the day. And then I'll also talk about what's the plan for the next days. And by the time I'm on to the plan for the next day, there's a couple of people in there and they're hearing what we're doing the next day. Then, as Self said, we listen to some music, we hype it up a bit, we get it going. And as soon as the chat starts almost taking care of itself, that's when I switch into my gameplay. So when people have started talking to each other as well as me, that's when I switch in. So it could be 10 minutes, it could be an hour. It's basically once people start talking to each other instead of just talking to me, that's when I'll switch into my game. And I would say it works quite well for me. I always look at the graph bar on your stream summary, and I do always see a peak just as I'm about to start playing a game, and then it'll drop back down, but then it'll come back up again a bit later on. So I keep forgetting what the actual question was. That's how I start streaming. That'd be my advice for people with starting as well, as starting soon screens maybe not such a good idea until you get to a certain level, and then it becomes like a requirement.
See, I have mine on, but I don't keep it on for very long. Like, you have some of those people who are like, they'll start it up and then they get themselves ready to go. Like, when I start my stream and I'm like, I'm ready. Like, I'm going to start this up and then I'm going to take 5 to 10, 15 minutes to then get myself ready. Like, at most, it's on there for like 2 minutes max and stuff. With that being said, though, like, that does make a lot of sense and stuff. Baby girl, thank you so much for the 2 months. I appreciate you. With that and stuff being said, I do want to start incorporating like more of a just chatting portion of it, like whether it's a little bit each day, or I might like designate a day where it's just like, I'm not going to stream as long, but it's just going to be just a chatting stream, you know, like just where I'm purely focused on community and like my viewers and things like that. Because I know one thing that hurts me is when I'm playing Tarkov and stuff. That's a game where it's like, yeah, I can look away and I can talk to chat and interact and stuff, but it's also one of those things too. It's like, when you look away, you're most likely going to die. And then it gets pretty tilting. So, but I too think that like what you have to offer in your streams, as far as like channel point redemptions and things like that, like I think that can help create interaction. Because like I know when I started playing Tarkov again, I had my like subathon / donation thon thing, and like there's a couple times where like somebody threw a grenade or they like threw a grenade. Yeah, you. And I just sat there because I was just like, this is either fake or I'm dead. Like I can't move.
You're in like a little hatch and you went,
yes,
either that's fake or somebody just Kobe'd my ass.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yep, like I'm either gonna die or that was fake. And then after like 10 seconds, I was like, okay, thank God that was fake. And then a couple times people played like Tarkov Footsteps, and it sounds like somebody's running, and I just immediately like stop what I'm doing, don't move for like,
see your eyes wide.
Yeah, don't move for 10 seconds. I'm just like, somebody's close, and then I'll look over the stream and it's somebody redeemed a stupid sound alert, you know. So like those type of things, I think if you have stuff like oriented towards your game, that can definitely like help, because like with Tarkov, when people come in, Rage, thanks for the 5 gift. Oh shit, we're on Hype Train. What up?
Hype Train, baby, let's go.
Let's go.
Oh shit. Broken, thank you for the 100 biddies. Sorry, I got the sound alerts and stuff turned off for the stream. But yeah, like I think if you have stuff like that that's like related to your game, that can help interaction within the game. But also too, like I will say, you got to know who you are as a streamer. Like, don't put a bunch of troll stuff on your stream if you don't really like being trolled, because all you're gonna do is just get yourself like worked up, overwhelmed, and you're gonna just like make yourself look bad. Because people are gonna like run with whatever you got on your stream, you know. There's been times where I kept having stuff redeemed for like a month. It just seemed like every 30 seconds, like 30 seconds. Like it wasn't even that, it was like the drunk goggles. It was just like, I remember one stream where it was just like for like 2 hours straight, it seemed like every couple of minutes drunk goggles got redeemed, and I felt like garbage after that. Like I felt like absolute garbage after that stream, and I was just like, you know what? Like I'm not doing this for a while. Like I took it off, and of course the next stream people were like, "Where's drunk goggles?" I was like, honestly, guys, I felt like crap after that last stream, and y'all like abused it. Yeah, like no, like I literally felt terrible. Like my eyes hurt and stuff, and Like, I'm taking it off for a while. So then what I did was I made it into like a Streamloots thing. Like, if you guys want it, here it is and stuff. I'll wear it for a whole game. But yeah, so let's see here.
These trolleys little. They're literally trying to troll me right now.
Bunny, are you there?
I am.
So
Oh,
what
Bunny.
what got you into streaming? How did you start your like streaming adventure? What inspired you to start streaming?
I did kind of get peer pressured a little bit.
Really?
Uh-oh. Okay.
Explain.
Well, my brother did it, and then he was like, "Oh, you should do it." And then he got other people to kind of try and convince me to do it. And then he conspired with my ex to buy me a PC. And then my brother was like, "Look, you've got it now. You have to do it.
Oh no.
Wow.
Let it go to waste."
Damn.
Wow.
Just out of order, really.
What would you say is like one of the most important things in your opinion, Bunny, that you should do to like start your stream off?
Talk to your chat.
Fair. Not me, chat. If y'all are here for that shit, you're in the wrong channel. Sorry.
Yeah, sounds
Y'all
like
done
he's
goofed up.
talking. He does ass whooping and ass taking. I mean,
That's it. What kind of things do you have as far as like interaction stuff on your channel, Bunny? Like to try to helping with engagement and like get your viewers involved.
Sound alert. Sometimes I run Dixper when it wants to work.
Yup.
yeah.
I've got channel point redeems for various different things, sound alerts, picking locations if I'm playing Fortnite, if I've got one so they can see the dog. I should do one for the baby really, but I don't really need to because he gets me the most viewers anyway.
Like a baby cam or something.
Yeah.
Just be careful with that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm very
Oh,
careful
all
when
the
it comes
weirdos.
to him, yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of weird people out there.
Obviously I stream and obviously he's here constantly, so sometimes he has to come on camera, especially if I want to feed him but I still want to talk to everybody.
Mole, is that
You
your
have priorities.
Oh, yeah,
I'm always
absolutely.
very wary of who's in my chat when I do so.
Gotcha. Okay. Mole, is that the thing you got from your throne thing?
Not surprised.
Yeah. I'm Mo.
Mole, mole, mole.
Rage, thank you for that $75 tip, my man. Team pick me up.
Damn.
Much love, man.
Rage is putting out all that BDE right now.
That's
Oh, put it in his face. Sorry, that's too far.
Doobie Snacks, what up? What up? How are you?
Oh goodness.
One thing's like, I guess like let's say for a new streamer starting out, okay, what would be some things that you would kind of coach them on, or you know, like give them some tips on as far as like engagement with your viewers, how to go about like having engagement and interaction with your viewers? Like, what would be your tips and tricks to point them in the right direction for their first stream? Bunny, we'll start with you.
Oh god, don't start with me. I haven't got a clue.
Just like, what are some things that you've seen people do or like you do yourself that you feel like, you know, contribute to helping with your viewers' engagement?
I don't know. Can I go back round?
Oh man. Of course you point the
Second in command, that's the point.
Rage, we'll give Bunny a moment to think.
Give a refresh. Can you elaborate a little bit more?
Yeah, so like say it's my very first stream and I've been watching you stream, we've had talks, interaction, and I say, all right, man, I'm gonna do my first stream tomorrow. Like, what are some things that I should do as far as like get my viewers involved and everything. Like, what would you offer me as far as some tips?
Okay, so absolute first thing is make sure everything works. It kind of falls back to what I was saying earlier. You need to test everything and make sure all your alerts, everything you want to work and stream, make sure it works. Like that's, I know that's a lot of reason why some people leave or won't stay because something doesn't work properly or this is not as flashy as they would like. Chat engagement. I feel like chat is numero uno. You know, especially early stages. People higher up, I feel like, still have to interact to some extent, but it's not as detrimental as when you first start. Like that, the communication, it's just it's necessary. It's beyond that. Like it's because everybody's experienced a time or two. You go into someone's stream and you're chatting them up or trying to, and you just feel like they want nothing to do with you, and you're just like, hey, I'm giving you some time. Like, I just want at least acknowledgement, I guess.
Yeah.
Like acknowledgement is a really big thing. So,
Maul, what about you?
Mole.
Um, what tips would I give? I'm reading your chat here, and people saying don't worry about setting everything up straight away. Obviously, there's a lot of things you can't set up as a non-affiliate, so that's like Rach. Your most important part is don't think your bang average gameplay is going to attract people to stay and watch your streams.
That's fair.
They're going to be there for your personality and your opinion on matters in the world. For a start, like people are scared to touch on, say, politics subjects and stuff. Don't be scared.
Events.
Don't avoid a subject if somebody brings it to you. Maybe squash it very quickly, but don't avoid it. As for the whole like obviously chat being the main focus, it always will be. If anybody tells you any different, then they're lying to you. But it's like I said before, like we're gonna roll back like Rage did with the whole. I wait until my chat are talking to themselves before I start playing my game. And the reason why people prefer smaller streamers is because it takes a lot longer for that to actually happen because they're making a connection with you as opposed to somebody in your chat. Whereas if you went to Tim the Tatman stream, there's thousands of people in there that have made friendships within his stream, so they're not even there for him anymore. They're there to talk to this person or that person. They're there to talk to their new friends that they've made within this stream, and that's how you build the community. And that's you should want to encourage. Like I would always say, encourage your viewers to build the community. You can't build it yourself. You have to encourage your viewers to build it for you. Because no matter how hard you try to make people interact with each other, they have to do it naturally. They have to do it on their own accord. So
Absolutely.
you're just kind of like you need to see yourself as more of like a person pointing in the right direction for people to actually find an interest in staying with you. Because like I said, once you get past a certain point, you're no longer the main focus of your own chat. Like I think Self has said Tim's got one of those mods, hasn't he? He's got a mod that literally does everything. He whips him, he rolls him, like he makes the content for him, he makes the stream entertaining. So from the bottom to the top, chat's the main focus, but just make sure you're building your community of people that also focus on your chat for you as well. I guess because Selfus does it for me. He comes in my stream and he'll get chatting to people. You and Jamie are probably the best two at doing it that I've seen. To be fair, Jamie maybe shouldn't do it, but he does.
Jamie's just nuts, man.
He literally asked if anybody wanted to. I'm not going to say the exact words, but let's just say use a pole in a very intimate area. That was his first question to the chat.
That's Jamie.
Don't get me wrong. He gets people going. He gets them talking. But like Self-Says, comes in, asks questions, tells jokes, does all that, and that's you need to. If I was okay, so the final point because I've just been going around the circles is if you're going to start out streaming, make sure that you've already built yourself at least a couple of people that are like suitable to be your own community and your own network and your support blanket, I would say, so that you know that you can have faith in them. If you are somebody who's a bit nervous about the talking, they can help you move a conversation along. They can help you in a situation like that. And if you're a good speaker yourself, they'll bounce back off you and it will help show to other viewers that you're a nice and humble, not humble, a nice and I don't know what the word is, but a nice place to be. And yeah, that's probably what I would say. Oh, and don't
Gotta-
worry about follower count. I had somebody message me the other day saying, "Can you help me get to 200 followers?" And all I wanted to say back to him was, "Dude, followers, once you get
It
past
don't mean
50,
anything.
it's an irrelevant number."
Yeah.
Like, I'm on 1.8, so does that mean I should have 1,800 viewers? No. Technically, it means that you should have 10 to 18 viewers. That's what the actual percentage is, and that's exactly what I have. So, yeah.
Rage, you're gonna say something?
So how detrimental would it be to have a mod with you at from like the start to somebody a little bit more experienced? Would you recommend having someone with more experience mod for you on your very first stream, or would you just go into it blindly without mods? Because sometimes people don't have a mod, and setting that up for someone who's just streaming isn't exactly the easiest either. All those commands and all this
That's a
the
good question.
process. You know what I mean?
I'd like to think that most. Oh, go on, Silver.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I'd like to think that most people that want to get involved with streaming have been around the streaming community a little bit already. I don't think there's many people out there that go, "Oh, I'm going to start." There obviously is a few. Like, I guess I technically was one of them. But
See,
yeah, look, I see what you mean. But if you have the option and the opportunity to have somebody with even just a mildly bit more experience than you to be involved with you at the start of your journey, make
you would
sure
recommend
to
it.
take full opportunity of that. Yeah, because I think Selfus has been my mod for God knows how long, and he's been with me since I started streaming, and he's obviously got vastly more experience in the streaming world than I have. So
We actually,
it makes sense.
I think the reason you modded me is because I was watching you, like, I think on the weekend when I was working like my really long shifts, and you had some like trolls come in and stuff when you were playing Apex. I think it's like some guys that you killed or something, and they like came in and they started being extremely hateful, and you didn't really have mods at that time.
Ooh.
And he was just like, "Hey man, like," I said, like, "Here dude, mod me," or something, or you said, "Hey, I'm gonna mod you real quick," and I basically took care of it and stuff, and they left. And then I think one of them came into your Discord or something, and they started posting some extremely inappropriate
while I was like
comments where he would
woke up to loads of messages.
Yes, and I like jumped in there, and I was just like, "Where's Mole at?" and everything, because they were going in and they were posting like a very explicit term
content.
Yeah, over and over, like hundreds of times in his
So
Discord.
then that would kind of tie into when I said mod. So it's not only mod for your stream; it'd be a mod for your Discords
for your community, basically. So and
your mods run everything. It's as simple as that.
And that was when he was like, "I'm gonna make you a mod in the Discord type deal and stuff." And because at the time, like, all these people were just like, "What the hell's going on?" And there was no way to stop it because he was asleep. Like, he's literally across the world and stuff, and
different time zones, and there's no control.
And he woke up and apologized and stuff, but then it was like you'll have
a few people left, didn't there?
There are several people that were upset, and I tried to like calm that storm by saying, like, "Guys, there's nothing we can do. Like, there's no way for us to like stop this type deal." And like, you'll have things like that will happen during your streaming journey and career. Like, hopefully it doesn't. Nobody has to go through that stuff, but like, it's those things that you learn from. And like, I remember I was modded then, and I think he got a couple more mods and stuff, not only for stream but for Discord. I had a situation come up in mine several months back, and I saw like somebody post. Usually if somebody posts something in my Discord, I try to like interact with them right away, but somebody like made a comment, and then another person commented at that person, started kind of being hateful, and I didn't know how to take them because I didn't know who they were. And I was like sitting there watching it, and I was like, okay, this is either going to be like a smart ass and this guy's going to be like toxic towards this person, or it's just like a playful banter. And sure enough, he put in some very explicit comments and stuff, and I immediately like deleted it, kicked him, and then I sent a message to my Discord basically saying, "Hey, like, if you invite anybody to the Discord, that's fine, but like, technically you're vouching for them. So if something that, like, if this person that you invite does something against the Discord rules, like, I'm kicking them, but I'm kicking you as well, because like, you brought him in," type deal. And I think the person who brought him in like left on their own, which was fine.
Mhm.
But to Mole, like what he kind of just said there was like, I want to create a safe space. I know everybody in here wants to create a safe space for the people that come in and stuff. And, you know, you just got to have a group of people around you.
So there's a lot more planning to it than
Yeah.
It's a
what
lot
meets
more
the
work
eye.
than just saying
Well-
it's a safe space.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
and that's stuff that like happens as you grow though. Because honestly, for my first 2 years of streaming, I didn't really have any mods. I just clicked on auto mod. I still have auto mod on.
You set up your bots to protect you.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
I think actually Rage was the first person that I made a mod, and it was one night when we were playing DBD. I remember a guy came in and started. He was like trying to, bait me into saying something live on stream that could get me in trouble. And I remember, like I told you about it, and you were like, "Hell no, make me a mod right now!" Like and all this stuff.
Let me get this man out of here.
And everything.
Get him
and,
out
like,
of
and I
here.
kicked him, but that it was at that point that was my first like negative interaction. It was like, okay, maybe I do need to have somebody in here, and I
It
don't
really
have
does make a difference.
it
It really
does,
does.
and I don't have too many mods as it is, but it's like people that I trust. So like if there's
Yeah.
something that goes on in my chat and they take action for it, like they won't ever really get questions from me because I trust that you guys have my best intentions, You get
Yeah.
so what's up,
I wouldn't even
rifles?
question slamming the ban.
Representing, baby.
Done without reckon. I wouldn't even ask you if you want to be the ban. I'm like, yeah, bye. If Selfless changes his mind, you can request it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I trust you all and stuff. I did see something from Milky in here. We'll scroll back up real quick. He had a really good idea. He said set up a timer or something, or some notification to pay attention to chat. It kind of helps you develop that muscle memory. That's a really good idea. Discords and stuff really aren't important in the beginning. I kind of agree with that. Like,
Yes and no.
yeah, like I feel like Discord is something that like everybody has now, but it's also a thing too. Like, I mean, I don't even know how many Discords I'm in, but like, I could probably go through every Discord and I'll probably see the same people within every single Discord, but
Mhm.
there's very little interaction in a lot of them. There's only a couple of them that like have continuous interactions and stuff within the Discords.
It's okay.
Yeah, like yours can be very much like you and Phoenix, or then all of a sudden one day it's like you got 20 people and they're talking.
Yeah, it's
You know.
very. There's always something though. I think same with yours. There is always people talking. It
Yeah.
might be at a slow, like our
Like a
Discord might be at a
solid-
slow pace, but there's always somebody talking.
There's probably a solid five to six
Yeah.
people who say something like each day in there, and that's
Yeah.
fine. I mean,
Yeah,
it's okay, but
it's another situation of saying that's where you want your viewers to build their own connections with
Yeah.
each other as opposed to requiring you to be there.
Mhm.
As for that muscle memory thing, that's a really good like.
There's,
I would say, especially for you, Selfless, when you're playing like Tarkov or something, that'd be a really good thing.
there's a
Because sometimes
thing.
You
I
could be
can't
on a scav
remember-
for like an hour, like,
No, yeah,
and not notice how long you've been doing it for, kind of thing. So that's a really good
there's
idea.
a thing. I can't remember if I saw it like on TikTok or a YouTube video or something, but there's something you can set up where when your chat, like when you get a message in chat, it sends like an auditory signal, like it gives you like a ting. There's like a tick
Yeah.
or something that plays, and that's like it's almost kind of like
Notification.
when you're training a dog and like you want to give it a treat, you do a clicker, you ring a bell or something, and then like they sit down. Like it's like that. Like it gives you some type of sound, and all of a sudden you know to look over. There's probably a plugin to give you notification sound when chat comes up. There's something like that, Milky. I've seen something like that like a long time ago, but that's a really good idea though.
Yeah, that's something that even I might do because when I was playing like Last of Us, I'd go half an hour without looking at my chat because it was keeping me that
Yeah.
like engrossed in the game.
Yeah, you were terrible at looking at your chat when you were playing the game.
It's weird though, isn't it? Like I play an online game against people, and I'm the most chatty person you'll ever meet. I play a story game where there's nobody that can kill me, and oh look at that! I literally had to pause it so I could talk to people for 5 minutes, and I'm like, right, go away, I'm playing again.
Well,
Yeah.
it's a different pace as well.
Yeah,
Well-
They're completely different atmospheres, I think.
You're the type of person that Mole too that like you want to learn about the story.
yeah,
Like whereas me, it's just like, all right, skip this cutscene. Let's go. Like, I
I ain't got time for this
There,
shit.
there was honestly somebody in my chat saying that her boyfriend skipped every cutscene in the game.
That's
And I was
me.
like, why would you spend 70 quid on a game to skip the cinematics, the things that make it cost so bloody much? Like, why would you do that?
That's why I don't play story games, because I'm the guy that skips those, and then it's like at the end I'm like, wait, I have a kid now? What the shit? Like, how this happen?
If you played a game like that on stream and skipped a cutscene, I would fly over there and bitch slap your ass. I'm just like, don't care if you're gonna beat the crap out of me. You're getting at least one.
Bunny, what do you think though? Like, do you think you need to have Bunny, how long have you been streaming?
A year, I think.
Okay. So like when you first started out and stuff, did you already kind of have like a group of people around you as far as like mods and stuff like that to get you started and kind of like help you through your
I had a
first couple streams?
I had a couple because obviously I did quite a lot of networking before I started streaming anyway. So it was quite nice to be able to set up my stream, and yes, I think I only had about 5 people in there, but everyone was chatting and engaging with each other, but engaging with me. So it kind of took some of the pressure off of me as such.
Hmm.
Like if I had a moment where I was like, oh my God, I'm streaming, and I got really nervous about it, I knew that they could keep themselves entertained.
Gotcha. Okay. I think, and see, like with what you kind of just said there, I think that is a very important like concept for streamers. When you can have a mod like staff, it doesn't have to be like 10, 15 people, but like you have 1 or 2 people that can sense like what you're going through. Like I know there's times with Mole when like he starts to get worked up, or like we're stuck on a topic, or we're like stuck on a conversation. I can kind of pick up on that, and I'll start to like ask questions, or I'll crack jokes and stuff to like steer it away and like redirect it down a different path. And like I think that's important to have. There's been some times too where it's like I've literally gone into his chat and I'm like, guys, like drop it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
move on.
Like move on. You know, like clearly this is pissing him off. You know?
I think everybody's seen me have at least one humongous anxiety attack while I've been live before. I've had to walk off and just fucking go away for half an hour, and it's real, man. I just don't hide it anymore. I used to, which is why I used to take the 6 months breaks. But now I just like, fuck you. I'm going away for 20 minutes. If you're not here when I come back, don't care.
Yeah, but like even like if it's something that's not that, you know, like if I sense like the chat is like slowing down, or like you're like really focused, like in Apex, for example, like you get so focused in Apex sometimes, and you'll just sit there and it's like you're aware of it because you're like, I'll be with you in a second, guys, But then like me and Jamie, that's what me and Jamie just start bullshitting with each other, and then everybody else just jumps in.
Chat and somebody's getting something put somewhere, and somebody's doing something to someone else, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go back to my game now. You guys, yep.
but like that stuff though is important, and it's important to have those right people around you. Which I won't lie, like, there's been a couple times where I've had stuff come up in chat before, and it's like, hey, can I get assistance with this? And everybody's like AFK, and it's like, okay, I need to like stop what I'm doing here. I need to focus on this, clean this up, and everything. And that's the thing too. I know everybody can't be there like 24/7 that I'm live. Like I get that, I understand that, but it just having those type of people around you, and like they know what to look for as well. I think that helps. It's called Chatty. Looks like the Windows 1998. Oh wait, is that the thing that redeems a sound when somebody chats, Milky?
Yeah, I feel like if you had it every time somebody spoke, I feel like that'd be a bit too much. I don't know.
Yeah.
Depends on how on top you want to be. It'd probably get annoying after a while if it's every chat message.
Yeah, because like if your chat's like going pretty well, like
if you get raided by 300 plus people,
they're all spamming emotes, and that's all you keep checking is just nothing but emotes.
Ping what? No.
Dude, that almost make me like think my headset's like going out or something. It'd be like, like my headphones are about to bust or something. Has a very low sounding ping. That might be what it is, man, that I saw and stuff. But
As long as you don't
Moles,
get that bot that speaks. I can't remember who it is, but somebody has a bot that like speaks out every message.
The text to speech.
I know,
Mate.
no.
I can't remember whose it is. It's somebody who I used to like talk to a lot, but every single message they get, it speaks it out loud, and I'm just like, oh my god, please stop.
Yeah, text to speech.
what do you guys think about TTS as far as like chat engagement?
It can be fun.
I think it's got its like plus and minuses, honestly.
I've seen people put it just as like if someone wants to resub or send bits, you can put a little message so it reads it out.
Point redemption or channel
Like
redemption.
the
I have it as a point
option's
redemption for
there.
mine.
Mhm.
Yeah,
not a fan.
With the bits thing, you can actually set it so that you can have it so it censors words.
yeah, I
So
have
censor a word and also words that are similar to it.
Yeah.
Just because you never know, you might get that one absolute arse face that like one bitty spams, but with every message is something not exactly pleasant to be heard.
Yeah.
So it's a like Sal says, plus and negatives. It's a dangerous game, but at the same time, it can be a lot of fun. Like Rusty used to always do like 9 quintillion, like 6,000 numbers, and it'd read out the whole number, and the numbers it was saying, I had no idea that was even a number.
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm just like, what even is the ass is this?
I would I'd always do like with TTS, I'd always do like an announcement, like a streaming announcement, like in today's episode of Mole, like you're gonna see this. I'd write some like,
which is why it's no longer a thing.
My shit was motivational, man. All right, you took that away from me.
Broke. It just broke, and I couldn't be asked to fix it again.
Actually, I think we used the same thing, and mine stopped working. And you can just put it in Mix It Up. There's like a text to speech thing in there.
Mix Up now, can't you?
Yeah, that's what I did with mine. It works fine. So, yeah, I mean, I usually have mine as far as like a channel point redemption. A lot of people don't like really abuse it or anything. Where I've had to like take it off, but for me, a lot of the games that I play are first person shooters, which require a lot of like attention and focus. So like when somebody does use it and they send a message, I actually appreciate it a lot because that naturally creates an interaction between me and them, but I can actually like react to them without losing my focus and stuff on what I'm doing.
Okay.
So I've had some people, I think like Narnage has done it once and he said something like, hey man, you look really cute today and stuff. And it's like, oh, you're cute, thanks. You know, like just being goofy and stuff. But yeah, I really haven't had like any too bad of trolls with it. What about what are your guys' thoughts on people that biddy spam you? Do you hate it? Do you love it?
So are you talking one biddy at a time? Or are you talking,
I mean, if that's what your thing's set to, man.
that would drive me nuts.
It'd drive you nuts.
I'd probably turn off sound alerts after a while.
We've all seen somebody post a video about this very recently on a certain Forts page. And I'm not going to lie, I kind of felt like I was targeted with it. I'm not going to lie. It's like, why would you time people out or ban people for like spending their money on you? And my reply was, well, if I ask them to stop fucking doing it and they don't stop, they can go bye-bye. It's my house, my rules. Listen to me.
Shit.
And
Ain't playing no games.
The reply was something like, well, up it then. I was like, I shouldn't have to. Like, where is the obsession with people screwing with people's streams to the point of where it can break their alerts, break their bot, overheat their computer, make their computer struggle because if you want to be funny by spamming one bit over and over and over again, and it turns out to be 50 bits, and it's just wasted like half an hour.
Some people might also not understand the concept of that tearing into your hardware that's really actually affecting you.
Yeah.
And some people understand it. You know, I feel like there's a line there as well. Not
my
everyone
old PC
has.
literally died from it.
That's what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
No, you're good. No, you go.
Finish your statement.
Not everyone has the money up front to buy a nice rig for streaming. You know, sometimes you have to work up overtime to get, to where you want to be. I mean, everything's a process.
Bunny, where do you stand on the bitty spam? Does it bother you? Does it annoy you?
Yes and no. Like, I don't have my alerts set until it gets to a certain amount of bits for that reason. Because my computer's not the best thing in the world, and if I get too many alerts at once, it kind of poops itself.
So you do like a conditional thing, basically?
Yeah, like my alerts go off for like 50 plus.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. See, and like I think there's a point with it. Like, and I'll say this just in general, okay? I feel like there are some people, and Mole, like I'm gonna say it to you. It's not to you, but it's about some of the people in your streams. There's always a point from viewer to streamer where people need to read the room. Like, we live in a very like toxic society. We live in a very troll society where people may be pissed off or like down on themselves. So it's like, oh, I want to go make somebody else feel like shit to make myself feel better. Oh, here I control the shit out of this person and like irritate them and piss them off, and all this is funny to me, but now I just ruin their day type deal. And I feel like, and I know I've said it in Mole's chat before, where it's like, guys, you need to learn to read the room. Like, he's obviously like had enough of this type deal. I've had it happen with me before where I'm just like, dude, I'm done with this. Like, read the room. I actually lost a mod over it once. A guy that I used to work with and stuff. I told him, I was like, bro, I don't really care if you troll me and stuff. Like, have fun, but if it gets to a point where somebody's doing it a lot and I ask them to stop, like, I'm asking you to stop because it's really starting to bother me, and they completely disregard it and keep doing it, like, take action, like time them out, whatever. And he kept doing stuff to me, like my own mod was doing stuff to me, and I basically was like, bro, quit. Like, you're really starting to piss me off, actually. Stop. And all he replied back with was, well, it's making me laugh. And he just kept doing it. And I was like, okay. And I actually like banned him for that stream. And like for the rest of the stream, I was in such a sour mood. I was so annoyed. And I could just see like people coming in. And then all of a sudden, just like they left. I went from like 18 people or something down to 6 because everybody could just tell I was just in a pissed off mood. And I actually called Rage that night about it. And I was like, bro, what should I do about this? And me and him talked about it for a while. And he's like, man, honestly, like, if that's how he's going to be and continue to be, like, just don't let him be a mod anymore. And I talked to him the next day at work, and he apologized. He was like, yeah, he's like, I get you, man. Like, I went way too far with that. And I was like, yeah, but you've been doing a lot lately, man. And I just can't deal with that. Like, you're the reason I'm getting in a bad mood type deal. So like, I think people need to be aware of like what's going on. And there's always a line. There's always like, a point of where you can kind of push something, but then when you go over it, you need to recognize it and stop. And that could be like with the bitty spams, that could be with sound alerts, that can be with anything. Like, it's all fun and games and stuff. Like, to me, if the streamer asks you to stop, that's them saying like, guys, please stop. I've had enough of this. Okay. And then if you don't, and then you get a reaction from them after they've asked you to stop politely, well, don't be upset about that.
Yeah, like, I don't know if you remember it, but when obviously we get along greatly now, but when Neptune did it to me with the bitty spam, and I asked him, I was like, can you stop, please? My computer's struggling. Carried on. It's like, can you stop, please? My computer is honestly struggling. Carried on. I might have been selfish or somebody. I was like, somebody just time him out. And then I became like a pariah within the collective and stuff because of all the shit talking that was going on and everything. It's like, but if it's an issue, why'd you have it? So, well, I shouldn't have to change it because you want to be a dick.
Not everyone has that
Exactly.
that subtle ground, that foundation. Not everyone has a $3,000 PC.
But see, that went on for a while too. Like, he tolerated it. Like, I felt like Mole tolerated it for a while, and then was like,
it was
dude, please stop.
Bits and single bitty spam.
Yeah, I was
600.
And when he was saying, he's like, dude, will you please stop? Like, it's gonna cause my PC to crash. And I think like the thing that set me off with that is I don't remember like what all was written out, but it was like the laughing, like ha ha ha, this is hilarious, and then kept going. It's like, okay, you recognize like he's irritated with it and that he's asked you to stop, but you just don't care. You know?
Yeah.
To me, that's when it's like not being funny now. It's just you're being a troll type deal.
It's just a case of whenever you do react to the people doing this, that it somehow then flies back to being, like I said, being your fault because of it's there to be used. And it's like, I said, just because it's there to be used doesn't mean you got to do it in that manner. It's like with your beer goggle things. Just because it's there doesn't mean you have to make me wear them for 2 hours. Put a cooldown on them. I shouldn't have to. I should be able to play one game with it, have a game break, and then somebody else can use it instead of you making me never want to put it there ever again.
Yeah. Well, and too, like I kind of saw something. I can't remember who it was from. It was either on Twitter or something, but it was like a question about sound alerts. Like, should your sound alerts and stuff like you know how like I have my raid thing, like it comes in, it pulls up the 300 GIF and everything with the sound behind it playing and everything. It's like, should you have those type of things on your stream or not, because it can cover up like your gameplay or your content or whatever. And to me, it's just kind of like, see, like somebody brings up that, but then they're okay with somebody like spamming something for 10 minutes, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, they're both the same. Like,
it's the same stream.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing, isn't it, that you're on about right now?
Like, yeah, it's like, you know, okay, like you're on about your sound alerts being too big or taking up too much of your screen, but like, what if it's like this big, but it goes on for 10 minutes and it's on there, you know? Like,
yeah.
Me personally, I don't care. Like, if somebody biddy spams me, I don't really care. A lot of people, I don't know why, but a lot of people seem to like my biddy spam thing, where it's like the person like dancing. Yeah, and I just like, I don't know, like a lot of people like it. It didn't bother me, but also too, like I don't have any like negative effects of it or anything like that. Like my PC doesn't like
you
crash or anything like that.
PC though, haven't you? So
the only thing it does cause is where it's like from my gaming PC to my streaming one. If there's a lot that happens, like say there's a biddy spam and then there's some followers and it's like a raid, it'll cause my OBS to lag and then the screen freezes. Yeah. I just got to restart that real quick.
Stuff as well sometimes.
Yeah. So, hello Houdini, how we doing?
That's not your PC, though, is it? That's just having a 2 PC setup. That's an issue that comes with a 2 PC.
That's like a lag in the internet and stuff. It doesn't like catch back up. So
I feel like that's where it gets too complex for me. 2 PCs.
Never do a 2 PC setup.
I tried to do.
I'd rather have a 10 grand PC than have 2.
See, I tried to do like the capture card thing, but we could get the picture and everything to go through, but the sound, like nothing would work.
I tried to help. I just
which capture card was it?
It was the Elgato one. We could do the capture from one PC to the other and like stream it, because I did a test stream, but there was no sound whatsoever that was coming through. We could not figure out.
It was the exterior Elgato card. It wasn't the 4K one that builds in. It was the exterior one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had one that just went bad, honestly.
So
sad
kind of sucked. Houdini, thank you so much for your pick me up donation today. Appreciate that. But yeah, like I don't know what like I'm trying to think of. There's one more thing I wanted to ask. What would you say if you had to start over streaming again, okay? And you wanted to go back to the beginning, completely like fresh wipe, you know, what would you do differently moving forward to increase your chat's engagement and like your overall interaction with chat? Because obviously we learn things along the way that we apply, but it's like, man, like I even said earlier, like I need to set a day aside to do just chatting, or I need to like start off my streams like every 20 minutes, 30 minutes of it, just chatting and just spend time with people. Like that's something I've learned along the way. That is definitely something I would have started with Like I would have networked, got to know more people, grown off Twitch. Like I've said that
That's a
before.
big one.
Like I would have
That is
grown off
huge.
Twitch, but like starting every stream off, I feel like if I would have started just chatting, me personally, it would have given people more of an opportunity to actually like learn about me and learn the type of person I am, instead of in the beginning people watching me like rage at a game because I suck ass at it. You know, like that's just me personally.
Man,
Let's start with
go
Bunny.
Bunny.
Yeah.
She was the last one.
Bunny's got like a year in and stuff. Yeah, what are you going for? You said like 10 words. You're a year in, okay? So what would you change?
What, from then to now, or?
Yeah, like what's something like that you've learned and stuff along the way that you didn't do when you first started out that you feel like would have helped you out a lot?
I think having more stuff to help engage your chat. Because at one stage when I first started streaming, obviously they solely rely on you. And then obviously that puts a lot of pressure on you, which could make the whole first time streamer thing even worse. And it could be, I mean, I had a few times where I didn't want to stream. I was quite discouraged to stream because of the pressure that was on me to keep everyone entertained for a long period of time.
Okay.
So, for instance, like my other friend Jenny, she said about she wanted to start streaming, and I said to her about like getting sound alerts or channel point redeems, or setting up a command that a mod could use to help engage the chat when they first come in if you're not sure what to say to them.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's actually like a very valid point with like the mods welcoming people when they come into chat. I've started to do that more for like Mole, like especially if I see that they're like a first time chatter. Like I definitely, because he may be busy, he may not acknowledge him, but like I'll acknowledge him. Like, hey, welcome in, how are you doing today and stuff, because I'm not, like, me personally, I'm not big on the shout out stuff, because sometimes it's like I just want to come in and also too, I'm kind of scared of like what clips may get pulled up and stuff when people shout me out. So, but like when a mod says like, hey, Selfless, how are you doing today, welcome in and stuff, like where are you from, like to me that's a personable thing, like that makes me feel welcome in, that even if the streamer doesn't notice me, like someone who helps like not control but like support their community, contributes them, like they recognize, oh, this person's new here, I want to learn about them, things like that. Like I think
it's
that's
a team effort when it comes down to it. Some people don't realize like it's not just one person running the whole show, it's a team of people running it.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing. Funny, that's a good point. Mo, what about you?
What would I do?
Like if you had to start all over again, what would you apply from the get-go that you've like basically started applying now?
Knowing how averagely bad I am at them, I wouldn't go anywhere near FPS games as a streamer. I wouldn't. And with FPS games, unless you're absolutely cracked or the most funniest person on the planet, you're not going to get any traction playing them 9 times out of 10.
It's overly
it's a very
saturated.
hard area to grow in. So I think, and I mean, I think my streams are a great example of it, because as everybody's probably seen, if I play Apex for 2 months, I sit at 7, 8 people. If I play any other game, even Last of Us, we averaged like 20 every stream, like Dead by Daylight. So I think I would definitely stay very clear of them. I would also like the whole growing off Twitch before I start streaming. I feel like it's argue it's kind of a bit impossible to do it before you start streaming, because you don't know where your path's going to go. That's just my personal opinion. Like, you don't know what you're going to end up doing if you do start streaming, and you might become a big success on TikTok or on YouTube.
I got a note on that one.
Go on.
So I feel like that can also relate to, okay, so when you stream, your window of opportunity to be seen is limited. So I feel like there are ways to cope with that. So my biggest one would be not recording every time I went live and streamed, because I don't have all that footage. Twitch only keeps your stuff for so long. So if I wanted to go back like as now, I wish I could go back and have all those recordings, all those good times I have. All I have are clips. Clips don't show everything that happens. And then if if it's not saved to a hard drive or onto your PC, you don't have that stuff to show to people. But sorry for the tangent.
No, that's actually quite a good point. One thing I will say is if you're a Prime boosted or a partner, your streams last for 60 days, I believe. And if you're neither of them and you're just an affiliate, I think it lasts for like 2 weeks. But on that point, I know it's tangent in a way a bit, but when I started playing Last of Us 2 again, I really wish I could go back to when I first started playing it 2 years ago and get the original 7 hours, and I could do like a let's play or a playthrough on YouTube, and I could do the whole thing instead of having to start from scratch again. But that's it. Trying to grow off Twitch when not being on Twitch, if that makes sense. You don't know what avenue it would take you. You might never end up even coming to Twitch, if that makes sense. If you made it on YouTube or on TikTok, you might never end up coming here. Like if I made it on YouTube, Twitch would be gone. I would not stream. The amount of content creators that I know that just upload like a once a week video now instead of streaming at all because if they've made it big on YouTube is unbelievable. Like off ad revenue alone on YouTube, you make more than what any big time streamer will make on Twitch if you're decent enough.
You get views and stuff.
Yeah, but going back to the start, I honestly, other than taking away FPS games and trying to believe what some people tell me, like say for example, like getting out of my own head, I think if I could learn to get out of my own head and go back and start again, they'd probably just get rid of Apex and try and stick to a niche of games. So like as we're doing now, DBD 2 days a week, story game 1 day a week, community day the other day. That's very, very structured niche, but it still adds a bit of variety. And I wish I'd done that since the start because it's very minute variety, but it's still there.
It's still a plan, though.
Yeah,
you have a foundation that you can build upon and change up if you need to, and that's it's awesome.
A lot of different people have been coming in solely on the days that I play my story game since I've been doing it. So it's just I think that's probably what I would try and stay away from being a mass variety in FPSs and just find a niche of a game that I really enjoy and just not let myself get burnt out from it. And I think that's what a lot of streamers do is they let themselves get burnt out from certain games by playing.
That is huge burnout.
Rage.
So I pretty much said a lot of what I wanted to say. I wish I would have recorded more just so I could grow off of Twitch as well. Because content creator is not just a streamer, in my opinion. Like it's more than just streaming. And when you're only live on Twitch, there's only so much people can see. And if their time zones don't match up, or they have VODs. So you kind of almost need something else in between streaming. If you can find a balance, I feel like that's what I kind of wish. I feel like I went into streaming too hard and I burnt out really quick. It's like, as you guys see, I don't stream nearly as much as what I used to. It's hard for me mentally.
But see, like, that's also why I wanted you to kind of be involved in this, because you technically have been streaming for 4 years and like you've kind of hit that wall where you got burnt out from it. You came back, you started to like take a new avenue down of how you're going to come back into streaming and stuff. So like I've pretty much been going at it the whole time. I have breaks here and there, but it's not like long extended breaks.
Though.
I've just kept grinding and grinding and grinding. Moles like had a nice long break period, came back, been grinding and stuff. And then like whenever you do take a break, it's not as long as the 6 months were. It's just like a solid couple days, which I think that's important personally in your schedule. Like if you don't work like Mole, like this is Mole's full-time job. Okay. And he has the ability to go 7 days a week if he wants to, because he doesn't really have to worry about other factors outside, such as going to work, things like that. Whereas me, I try to stick to Monday, Wednesday, Fridays of streaming because I have a normal 8 to 5 job. And then Tuesday, Thursdays, I try to do like my content creation outside of Twitch. Like, I know if I tried to go 5 days a week, I'd probably last about 2 months, and then I'd be like, I need a 2-week break. You know, and it's not because I don't want to do it. It's more because of I have to go to my other job. I have to like other priorities and stuff I have to take care of too. So
That's
good,
what
Mo.
happened before my last break was I started doing 7 days a week, didn't I, for like a month or two, because it was going really well for me and everything was like so hype, and the energy was just non-stop, and I was like, right, I need to maximize this, and I was doing it every day, then doing my content stuff, and then I was going to the gym at the time as well and all that jazz, and my dog was going through some of the worst fits and stuff he's had ever, and it just got too much for me, and I just completely disappeared for 2 weeks. And I was like, yeah, I need to get away from this, and I'm never letting myself do that again.
I had I don't know if you know this or not, but I had some people reach out to me and they're like, hey, like, what's going on with Mole and stuff, like, what can we do to help him? And I said, guys, like, it's great that you want to help him, but like, this is something he's got to work through. Like, he's just got a lot of stuff going on in his personal life. He's trying to do a lot of streaming and stuff, and like, it's just one of those situations. People can offer advice, but like, at the end of the day, you know, you got to take it upon yourself to get it done. And like, you know what's best for you. So
finding balance in oneself, I feel like, is something that's pretty difficult.
Yep.
Figure out what you can do.
6 months.
Yeah.
I gave up completely on it and just disappeared out of the world. Didn't network, didn't go on streams, didn't do anything. Just 6 months, just gone.
I'm not gonna lie, I was a little pissed. I was a little pissed because I was like, "Yo, Mole, what's
You
up,
were
man?"
probably one of my biggest subs and bitty givers at that point.
I was.
You were working
I was.
Yeah.
So I was like, give my money back.
Well, the thing
And I
was, is
just
like,
vanished.
I went in his Discord and stuff, and I'd like talk to him, and then like a couple other people would talk to me, and then after a while, like, I'd reach out, and then nobody would reach out, and I'm like, bro, what the shit is happening? Like what is going on here?
At least I managed to rebirth my Discord, though. That's something I'm quite
That is true.
proud
That's true.
of. That completely turned into a barren wasteland.
Because when you came back to Twitch, that was actually when I like changed my name to Selfless
And
Gaming.
I didn't know who you were.
And I was like, oh shit, Moletown's back. And I was like, I'm gonna go. I literally said, I was like, I'm gonna go troll the piss out of him because he's been gone for so long and he won't know who this is. And sure enough, I went in there and started like trolling him. And he's like, I remember this is exactly what your face did. You were just like, oh, Selfless Gaming, what's up, man? Wait, who the hell are you? You have a mod. You got a mod sword next to your name. Who the fuck are you? So you're like, you changed your
How the
name.
fuck are you a mod? Who are you?
You're like, you changed your name. Who are you? And I like messed with you for 20 minutes. And then you kind of, then I think I spammed my emotes and you figured out it was me then. So, but.
Goodness.
Wasn't very nice of you, though.
Hey, dude, you took off for 6 months.
You were out of the loop, bro.
You went out to get the milk, Mole, and never came back, and it hurt my feelings.
I had to avoid the child support, right? Jesus.
I needed you, man. Those were my formative years. No, but like, I guess for me, if I had to go all the way back to the beginning and start over, biggest thing for me would be growing off of Twitch. I did everything backwards. Like, I went and hit, like, everything they say were like, don't just hit go live, man. It doesn't work that way. I did that. I just hit go live. People will show up.
Yeah,
okay.
we got stuck in the cycle.
Yeah, I did that. Shit, I don't even think I made a YouTube channel until like year 2 and stuff. And I just did everything backwards. Honestly, when I started actually putting a lot of effort into like my TikToks and stuff like that, and like really pumping content out there for that, that's when I started seeing a lot more growth personally. So like, that's why I've said it before, I'll continue to say it again, grow off Twitch. Like, put as much of your stuff. I literally take the same video, I post it to YouTube as a short, TikTok, Instagram, Hover, those 4 things. If you follow me, you're going to see the same thing 4 times. You are. Sorry, but you are. If I had more time, me personally, if I had more time to do it, I would do a minimum of 3 videos a day to TikTok instead of different things. Like, because like they can be anywhere from 3 minutes to 15 seconds. But I would literally do 3 videos a day to TikTok if I had the time. because whatever I'm putting on there, I can throw it on YouTube as well, Instagram as well. And just because I've heard some people say, and I've seen some like research out there that shows like if you post 3 videos and you're not as active on the app, like you pretty much just use the app to post your stuff, TikTok will start to kind of push your stuff more because they want more of your interaction to come through. So like they by getting your stuff more interaction, you're then going to be more involved in the app and have interaction with it to help be involved in other people's videos and stuff like that. I don't know if it's true or not.
Algorithms.
I've heard of that stuff. I would personally do that, but the other thing I would do is I would have taken more time to figure out exactly what I wanted to bring to streaming. Because here it is year 4, like 4.5 really now. And I've just now started Team Pick Me Up. And I've had a lot of people message me, had a lot of people like pop in and say, man, I love what you do. Like, I think the Team Pick Me Up thing is amazing and how you're willing to help people and all that stuff. It's such a great thing. And I appreciate those kind words. I appreciate like people coming in and recognizing like what we as Team Pick Me Up are trying to do. But to me, it's like, I've been doing that since the start. Like, nothing has changed. It's just that nobody knew who I was. Nobody knew what I was doing. I was just some random guy by the name of Turd Slinger asking to help people, you know? And to me, it was kind of like, I wish I would have gone into streaming not as like being funny in the beginning, more of like looked at it kind of as a business. Like, and his name was Rhino Hawk. Some of y'all may know him. Some of you guys may not. He actually made the Vendetta. Yeah, he's V for Vendetta now. He actually made the best comment to me out of anybody that's given me advice and stuff throughout my streaming career. And he literally said, when I was playing for his Call of Duty like pro team and stuff, he said, man, he's like, if I give you a contract, he's like, you're changing your name. And I was like, dude, this has been my Twitch name forever and stuff. And he said, I understand that. But he's like, I'm going to be real with you. He goes, I can't market, and I don't know anyone who is going to want to market Turd Slinger 9000. He's like, that's really not a name people can get behind. He's like, it's funny. But then the second thing he said to it was, you're a hell of a nice guy. You're like a great person and stuff, but when you first came into my chat, I instantly got a red flag from you because I was expecting to get trolled by your name. And it was those 2 things right there where it was like, he's right. Like, if I blew up and got bigger, it'd be kind of hard to sell that stuff as Turd Slinger 9000. And I never thought of it from the perspective of when I went into somebody else's chat, I probably already put them on edge with like my name, you know?
I've got a question for you then, Selfish, right?
Yeah.
Do you think Team Pick Me Up would have had the start and the way it's gone if you had never joined the collective?
No.
Do you think that definitely brought a lot more attention to it and has helped you almost build the brand, I guess?
I think the reason it like helped Team Pick Me Up like grow is because, one, with me being a part of the collective and part of the stream team, when I think like when people see you're a part of something, whether like they're involved with you or not, but they see like, oh, this guy's in the collective, they already like kind of get the sense of, I'm more inclined to like hear you out because we're a part of the same team, you know? But then I think the biggest thing was, which still to this day, I'm blown away with my first ever like event under the collective as Team Pick Me Up, which we didn't even have it branded as Team Pick Me Up back then. The very first charity thing I did, we raised $2,100. Dude, I don't remember who I talked to. It might have been Rage,
you
Little
played
Jacob.
Battlefield, weren't you?
I played a bunch of stuff that day.
Yeah.
But like literally, I was hoping to get maybe $500. I just wanted them to get something, and I literally said like, I'll match up to $500 and stuff, because it was like I just did not expect that to happen at all. And everybody that came through and everybody that showed out for that really like blew me away. And I think people seeing like what I was about and what I was willing to like continue to do for people, I think they kind of realized like, wow, this guy actually does like care for people. He does want to help people. And then I did like, the next month stuff and then the month after that. And I think a lot of people at first maybe were kind of hesitant on it, but now they see and trust that like what I say I'm trying to work for or like work towards and like what we're trying to work for as Team Pick Me Up, like people trust that now. Whereas before people have questioned me like, so how'd you
Is
go
he just
about picking
copying
these
it
people?
or
Yeah, and that's why I said like I donate everything live on stream. It's always documented, blah blah blah. Which to Rage's point, that I really wish I would have like saved those moments so that way I could have like put those video clips and stuff
done like a montage or
on
something?
the website. Like I regret that because that first event that we ever did, dude, that was such a high. Like for me personally, I did not expect that to go that way. But
I think
literally,
there will be a couple of clips from the first one, Selfless. I think I made a couple.
But he's
yeah,
saying like to the extent though, like
yeah,
the clips are great, but he
But
would
you could
want
have
the
cut
whole
down the whole
thing.
video into all the donos and
there was like
the names
so many
popping up.
things that happened
So
that
I
day.
remember hearing this guy right here pissing himself laughing down the microphone because he just kept blowing up your donos through that whole stream. Like, and then every time somebody else made a dono, this man here would make another
Yeah,
one on
it
top
was
of it.
nuts
Like,
that
you
day.
ain't stopping, you ain't stopping, you keep going.
But it was
Would you
like,
consider flagging under another team now that you've seen what the collective done for you for the team pick me up purpose?
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to joining a stream team, but the only things that I've had concerns with of joining a stream team is I don't want like this nonprofit and like what we're trying to accomplish. I don't want the person of the stream team or like other people involved in the team to feel like because let's say like I join a team, okay, and all of a sudden Team Pick Me Up starts blowing up even more. It starts getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's like this is great. We're now able to like raise more money, we're able to help more people, we're getting more people involved to spread the word, like all positive things. But yet that could what my fear is that's going to create a rift within that team because now people are going to feel like, okay, this person came in, they have this whole new thing, and it's like taking all this attention away from the team. And I'm not seeing as much growth and support and stuff from it because a bunch of people are starting to back this. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't want
That
to.
is a
I don't want.
dilemma to
Yeah,
some
I don't want
extent.
something that like I'm passionate about and that I'm
Interfering
genuinely
with
trying to
someone else's.
do to help people, causing a rift amongst like a group of people that I'm not part of and stuff.
Which then could like cause a negative, like even if it's just a quiet word, but still a negative word around your
Yeah,
what's supposed to be a
like I'm not.
It,
I'm not
it,
opposed. Go ahead,
it,
buddy.
it could also be seen as like obviously collective obviously got you growing to where you are now, yes, but if you tried to say join another stream team, some people might see it as you're trying to join them more for your own gain than trying to help people.
Yeah, that too makes sense. And to be honest, like I don't know, like I feel like with what we've accomplished right now as Team Pick Me Up, I feel like we've done very well. But there's a lot on me that I still feel like I'm not doing enough of. Like I'm not doing enough marketing on it. I'm not doing enough like promotional stuff for it and everything. Um, like I need to not just like put stuff on Twitter, but I need to start making more TikToks just dedicated to it. Raising the awareness of like who it is we're trying to help, how we're trying to help them, and things like that. Because I'll be honest with TikTok, I've just kind of fell off with it, man. This past like month and a half, like I don't know why. I have stuff I still got to make for people, but it's just like I just have like no urge to just put it on TikTok.
I think you need. I've said this before in a private call, and I'll say it now. I think you need to bring back your Selfless Gamer program, but keep it focused how it was at the start, where people get rewarded at the end of it for helping everything grow, but in hindsight, well, not hindsight, the more you look at it and the more you go down the rabbit hole of it, it'll mainly bring more focus to your team pick me up, because then it'd encourage you more. Like you said, with falling off with TikTok, it would encourage you more to put more TikToks out about it, because you know that everybody's clamoring to try and get to the top of this leaderboard, which then puts Team Pick Me Up more in people's vision, more in people's focus, and just more into the mouths of other people, I guess. And other people are still benefiting from it because of their interacting with you, which then encourages their interactions by interacting with you. And I still think it was amazing when you did that with Team Pick Me Up alongside of it. I think everything blew up quite well.
Yeah, the only issue with that though is like as it continued to grow, because like the first 2 weeks it was like 20 some people, and then as people started getting involved with it, it got up to like 300 people that I was like having to track, and it was literally taking me like 3 to 4 hours a night to like track.
That's
everything.
a project on its own.
Yes, like
Not
and it was
even
just,
related.
Like I won't lie, when I would wake up, I'd go to work, I would literally sit down, check my email, see if there's anything like urgent or immediate I have to do right now. Then for the next hour and a half to 2 hours at work, I would be pulling up Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and literally writing down everything of who was like liking my stuff, retweeting it, sharing it, whatever, like adding points.
We all know Selfless doesn't work when he's at work. We all know he's on Twitch and making.
I literally try not to. Okay, I literally try not to. But then I'd have like my normal stuff. But then even that night, I'd still have to come home for like another hour or 2 hours to fill it all out.
That's where you get yourself, like Milky says here. There is bots for doing that. Like I know you can get bots that track your Twitter activity and they'll count it all up for impressions and stuff. Like
you can do that on Twitter. It shows that, but it doesn't show.
Oh no, you can get a bot that genuinely tracks who's interacted with it, and it'll file it down and it'll show everybody who's interacted with your Twitter.
Hey man, if you find that bot, you let me know.
It's also where you get like a mod who doesn't stream or something, who's really dedicated to helping, and have them, if you trust them enough, have them have passwords and stuff, and they can help you with.
See, we did that before. Carrie, she made like a Excel document and stuff, and it was basically you just had to enter, like, write the person's name in under their page. So like when we went to when it went from me to like we had like Tetsuya, Snipey, Fishman, Rifles, you, Rage, like the top 10 people. We made an Excel document, or she made an Excel document where she had a tab for each person, and then all we had to do was we split it up, and I think I had 2 people, like everybody involved had 2 people to track. And you just had to go to their pages and look at who interacted with their stuff. And then I just had to go into this Excel sheet and, excuse me, and just write down like Moletown on, say like it's Tatsuya's page, Moletown. And then he liked, retweeted on Twitter.
Everyone was nuts.
And stuff.
You need a team for the team for that, though.
But that's the thing. It was like
when you tried to do it for everybody, I was like, "What is he doing?"
Dude, yeah, like it was me, Carrie, Zoodle, Little Jacob. Like we all were tracking everybody's stuff, and dude, it got up to like 600 people. And
yeah, that was just.
Yeah, at the end of it, I was just like, "Yeah, I don't think this is a good idea. I'm not gonna lie." And then that's what she was like, "Yeah, this is a lot." But the thing was,
for yours.
The thing was though, nobody's content blew up. So like, imagine if, say, like one of your videos blew up on TikTok and had like 70,000 likes on it, and we were just tracking every single person who liked it, because we were hoping like some of that stuff that we did, those random people that I would like post out and like read off, some of those people came through and started checking out the stream. They're like, wait a second, like what am I a part of? Like, what does he say I'm in now and stuff? And I had 2 or 3 people come in and ask about it. And I explained it to them, and some were like, oh, that's really cool. Well, have a good day, man. And they left, like, But it got them in for a second, But yeah, it was a lot, man. Like, that may be something like I could revisit, but man, I don't know.
It's got to be fine-tuned exponentially.
Yeah, and
it's manageable.
It's one of those things like, it was an idea. I applied it. There's a lot of things like I learned from it and stuff. It was good. Like for the 2 months we did it, it was good, but it was a lot,
Just do it on a set platform each month then instead of doing it on every platform. So say like the Subs Gamer program this month is focusing on Twitter. This month is on Hover.
Rotating platforms.
Yeah, I tried to do that for the past one for YouTube. Like I actually made a thing on there where it was like if you subscribe to my YouTube, it's 300 points and stuff. I got no subscriptions, bro.
Nobody seems to want to go over to the YouTube channel.
I don't know, man.
People are loyal to their platforms.
Subs. That's the thing. I had 150 subs before I started streaming because of like I attempted to stream on YouTube like 4 times like previously, and for some reason I got quite lucky with a spell of subs on there.
That's a good question there. Do you think that helped you? Like when you had to go like when you had to go over on YouTube and stream for a little bit?
What, when I got banned?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I went up like, what was it, 120 subs I think on YouTube over that spell because of people who were from Twitch wanted to still watch me. I will say financially, I think I would say I kind of benefited as well because of everybody was tipping instead of subbing. Like there was a lot of tips going on, and the equivalent to what they would have spent in subs. But the reason why I would always advise against people moving to the platform is because if you make the choice yourself to move there, you will not get the support you think you're going to get when you go over there. You'll sit at.
It's like I just said, people are loyal to their platforms.
Yeah, like the only reason they came with me is because I was unfairly banned from Twitch. That's why so many people came over with me because they'd seen what had happened. Whereas I've seen a lot of people, especially recently, listening to bigger streamers telling them to go over to YouTube because it's going to blow up. It's like, yeah, it might blow up in 3 or 4 years. It's nowhere near the point of taking over Twitch yet. It's nowhere near it.
See, and that's kind of funny that like Rage brings up that people are loyal to their platforms because
and then they're not.
no, but here's my thing is like to me, like you said that and it's true. You know, like there's a lot of people like ever since Tim the Tap Man went over to YouTube, I started like watching him and Dr. Lupo, Dr. Disrespect. When they first went over, I watched them for maybe like the first month of their lives. I've never watched a live stream of theirs and stuff since then because I'm dedicated to Twitch. Like I network on Twitch and things like that. But it's kind of like
Twitch is a better interaction, I think, than YouTube. YouTube's horrible.
But you would think though, like whoever your community is and your dedicated viewers and stuff, like they like I followed you over there. Like when you went over there and you had to go over there and stream and stuff, I was there with you. You know, it sucked because my work computer I can't watch lives on my work computer and stuff because it's like got like a restricted thing on it. But I literally would pull you up on my phone and just turn my phone all the way down and stuff, so that way I had you like playing.
I remember you saying at moments you were walking around me in your pocket and you just heard me screaming at my screen or something.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But I don't know. It's funny you say that because it's true, Rage. Like people are dedicated to their platforms when it should be like
it also comes down to the individual as well.
It's true.
Like
it's true.
It's gonna be what it's gonna be. You know, it's just the reality.
There's more interaction on Twitch. Emotes in itself is a massive thing. It's weird that it is because let's be honest, it's just a little picture that somebody made and charged you 600 quid for. Stream elements overlays aren't halfly as interactive. Like if you get a subscription and you're connected with Stream Elements, 9 times out of 10 it won't tell you that you got a subscription because of everybody on YouTube seems to have it as like. It doesn't tell the person that you've subbed to them. I don't understand why people have that setting. I don't get it. Like I've had 5 subs in the last 2 days. I don't know who any of them are because the number's gone up. It hasn't told me who they were. Like YouTube's just
some of that could be though too, like their privacy settings and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like it's a setting that they turn on themselves to not share their name. And I'm like,
but it could be like their legal name though. Like they could like have set up an email.
I had to change mine to be fair from my name to
So that could be why that is. So because I remember I got something from somebody and I was like, I wonder if they know their name is on this stuff because it's like their legal name. So
I think for any streamer that would look at it though, it's just the monetization value. I've always said this, anyone that says that they don't stream for like the financial benefit of it, it's kind of lying because if you wouldn't put all the money into it that you did without without intending on something happening down the line.
Hmm.
Like whether it be say Self's Team Pick Me Up program, that's a financial aspect. That's why you're here. It's why you're doing it. People who do it for a job, people who do it in their part time, hoping that it might turn into something bigger and better. It's nobody, like if you didn't want to earn money from Twitch, you wouldn't sign the affiliate agreement at the end of the day. So
Not necessarily true.
I don't
You
know.
do get upgraded stats for being affiliate over non-affiliate, but
But
unfortunately, you can't turn off your sub button because
no.
Twitch
I
stream.
feel like that should be something for some people who just don't want it. You know.
I actually saw somebody who I can't remember the streamer. It's like a while
Reaper
ago.
of War.
But they had on
Yeah.
their bottom thing, they said they chose not to be affiliate and stuff if you appreciate the
Yeah,
stream
deactivated his affiliate thing.
and
Like,
stuff like tip, like please tip
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
Don't wrong, like, there is obviously going to be the odd person out there. There's going to be people out there that do stream just for the sake of streaming, but I'd say for the
Mhm.
best part, just like people who move, as the point was, people who move to YouTube need to understand that if you want to get monetized on YouTube, it's going to take you a bloody long time. Like live
Yeah.
streams don't count towards your watch time unless people go back and watch your
Well,
VODs. after
don't
finish
you
streaming.
also have to edit your videos so there's like no cursing? Because can't you get demonetized for?
Yeah, if you swear in your videos, you can get demonetized if you are able to make money on there.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of. It's a very, very, very hard.
You gotta
to
be a
break.
video editor or no video.
So wait a
Yeah.
second. So you can, if you swear in your video on YouTube, even if you make it where it's not for children like under the age of 18, you
If
still don't
it's
get
a specific
monetized.
Swear word. You can get demonetized.
Really?
Yep, that's why a lot
Because-
of bigger people they mute literally like everything they say within
There'll be a
reason.
beep
Well,
over
I can-
every word, or
Yeah,
it'll be
you
muted
kind
out.
of see like certain words and stuff. Like I get that, but
Just like Twitch, no matter how you set it up, your regulations, like mine has the mature audience warning before you come in.
Mhm.
At the end of the day, somebody who's 12 is still going to click that button to go through. It's not hard for them to. Kids are
Yeah.
a lot smarter than we were 10 years ago. They know that they just need to
They've-
make an email address with an older birthday. It's not difficult. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like they ask for ID or anything. It's just. So, yeah, they have to mute out the swear words that they say because you can lose a lot of money because you won't. Basically, if you swear and you don't beep it out, the next advert that plays, you don't make any money from that. And then as it goes through, it's like that. So say like there's 5 adverts over an hour-long video, and you
gotcha.
swear before each advert, you don't make any money from them adverts. So you could have 100,000 views and make 0 because you said fuck.
You literally
5
have to keep it
times.
G rated.
Like, yeah.
That actually kind of makes sense because, like, watching Nick and Tim and all them, like their live streams, and then it's like you watch your YouTube videos, like you don't hear any of that stuff, and that makes sense now.
Yeah.
Makes a lot
Like
of
you can
sense.
swear on the live streams, that's fine. It's just not in your VODs.
Yeah.
Well, because that stuff's like permanent. Like that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
I see kind of like why they do it and stuff.
Mhm.
Okay. So let's wrap this up. All right. I'm gonna ask this question. And if you need some time to think about it, that's fine. What is one thing you're going to focus on moving forward to help you improve as a streamer?
Man, I'm not even like a streamer anymore, technically. so, so
Well, but take like what you've been going through, man. Like, yeah, I know
Mhm.
you say you want to stream. Like in the Discord, you're like, man, I really want to stream, but my work prevents me from doing it and stuff.
I never know when I'm gonna get called in to have to go to work because there is no one else to cover the shift.
Yeah.
Like in my, you know,
So like,
what I do for a living is I have to do it.
what is something that, let's say, if you get a regular schedule, like things start to like kind of stabilize a little bit. And so, I know you don't have a regular schedule, bro,
It's not
but
probably gonna be regular with my company.
let's just say if they get some more personnel in, you can have
Mhm.
like a normal schedule of like certain days of the week you're working, days off and stuff. What's something that you would focus on to get you back into streaming? Or maybe not even streaming, like just creating content for a different platform.
I don't know why. I've been itching for YouTube. Not even like live, just to start there because I feel like I want a foundation there.
Yeah.
Because like I said earlier in one of the discussions, you only grow so much on Twitch, and I feel like once you find other people from other platforms, you can bring them to your Twitch, and that helps expand. It's like most people aren't going to know you just from Twitch, So it's like I feel like you really have to grow outside and then bring the people you met through all your other interactions, and I feel like that's when it really just comes to life.
Mole?
Well, just a note on that, like, Rage, you could smash it on YouTube if you wanted to, and all your free time, just play a video game and just record it, act as if like you're making content.
Mm-hmm.
Act as if like you're streaming, like talk to the camera
Yeah.
and stuff. And that'll probably benefit your actual streaming game in the end game when you do get the time to do it as well, because you'll learn how to talk when nobody's watching, kind of thing. That's the best thing that I'd ever say to anybody, just as a bit of advice. Just talk no matter what. My main focus, I don't know if people have noticed, but my main focus, I Rage, is YouTube. I've definitely started hitting it hard. I'm uploading every day at the moment. Long uploads every week, and then a short upload every day. Like we've had a mix it up video every day for the last 3 days. DVD and all that stuff. It's in terms of Twitch, I definitely got that bug at the moment. I think like I had a few months ago. I don't know if Selfless remembers when I was like pumping out channel points and new things on my stream like every day.
Yep.
I've definitely got that bug again at the moment. Definitely it comes and goes with me, but just trying to stay to being, I think moving forward, just trying to stick to being consistent, I think is probably my takeaway and moving forward plan. But yeah.
Bunny, what about you?
I need to work on content outside of Twitch. And I also need to find like a happy balance between obviously mumming and finding the time to stream.
See, and that's like a interesting thing there because like you're the only one that has a child out of all of us here and stuff, and you have like a whole nother situation that literally controls your life, Like I can see how that can be very difficult for you when you're streaming and everything. Which I will say you handle it very well. Like when you need to tend to Hudson and stuff and everything, like you handle it very well and all that.
Bunny.
Compared to a lot of parents you see streaming, like you smash it. Like you never hear the baby cry. You never see you flustered by the baby. You're constantly in control. I think compared to a lot of parents I see streaming, you do it very well.
Some of them are just like, "Set the fuck down!" Like just yell at their
Like,
kids across the
screaming
room.
into
You
your
honestly
mic.
hear my dog more than you hear your baby, and that's a bloody good thing right there. Because my
Yeah.
dog's usually quiet. Like,
Right, Joe, what are you gonna say, man?
I was gonna say, Bunny, you can, if your PC can handle it, like you can record while you stream, so you don't always have to do everything offline. Like that was one of the things I was touching on. I keep going back, but I wish I would have recorded while I streamed every time, so I always have it saved to my computer so I can get to that stuff later. I feel like it's just, I always feel like I repeat myself, but it's like
no,
I think about that. I think about that every day. I was like, I have all this content that I wish would just be on this computer, but I
just
didn't
imagine Rage
record.
sat at work going.
Yeah, exactly.
every like 10 minutes, just pops in his head. It's like bastard.
Ugh.
But I was gonna say for all of you, I don't know if you know about it, but the replay buffer while you're streaming. Do you know what the replay buffer is in OBS? So basically, you can set it up so you can have a hotkey trigger. You go into your advanced video properties and a hotkey trigger so that you can set it to a time, and it won't do anything, but like it records the last 10 minutes for you. So say like you've just played a whole Apex game and you actually killed it. You hit the replay buffer button and it just downloads it in HDMI 1080 output instead of having to be rendered by Twitch, because obviously when it gets sent to Twitch, it renders and it brings down the quality, and then you have to download it, and then it brings down the quality again. Then you put it into your video editor, and it renders it, and it bring. But instead of that, it's just a straight cut source from it, and you can have it set so that you it doesn't record your camera or anything either. You can have it set to record just your gameplay, or you can have it record your whole stream, or whatever. Like you can have.
How intensive is it though?
It's just like recording. It
Okay.
does exactly the same sort of like I can't personally do it, even though I've now put over $1,000 into this PC. I can't do it, but it's yeah.
I may
definitely
look
worth
into
looking
it.
Into.
I may try it.
Pardon?
I may look into it and may try it.
It's definitely it's a lot better than just out. I think it's a little bit less intensive than just outright recording. But like I said, you can download it without. I'm pretty sure you can record it without like your camera and everything on there if you wanted to, or it can all be on there as well. And it's just literally a hotkey button, so you don't need to work on clips, and you can just drag a game and just take all the best parts out of it, or the funny moments, all that stuff. It's really good.
That's
It
pretty
is
cool.
good.
Inferno, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Happy to have you here today. For me, one of the things I'm definitely going to continue to work on or like focus on moving forward is starting off my chat or starting off my like streams a lot slower. What I mean by that is
Okay.
by like actually taking the time to, you know, sit and chat with everybody, see how people's days are, you know, give that interaction. Because a lot of times it's just like we joked about earlier, where I'm like, I hit go live and I'm just like, yo, what's up, guys? How's everybody's day? And I maybe get 1 or 2 people. I'm like, oh, that's cool. All right. And then I'm off into a raid, you know, I'm off doing my thing. So like kind of slowing down, because like ultimately when I stream, I love to interact with people. I love chatting with everybody. Like I also love gaming too. Gaming has always been a passionate thing in my life. It's like that's kind of where I always want to get to in my streams, is the gaming section of it. But I also know too, there's a lot of people that come in, and me personally, I've been reflecting on this. I feel like I'm not giving my viewers and stuff like what they are wanting necessarily. Like they're wanting to come in and interact with me, and I'm like cutting that time short with them, if that makes sense. You know,
Yeah.
so that's something I want to like focus on and everything moving forward. And developing more YouTube content and stuff. I actually, I think it was Tatsuya. Actually, I told her one day during like her live stream, I went in there and said like, I really wish when I was in school I would have went for like cinematography and things like that, like video editing, graphic design, something. Because like, as stupid as my thumbnails are for YouTube, I love making them. I love making like how stupid they look, but I love
You're the cycle ones are great.
dude, the cycle ones were so good. And then I just stopped playing that game.
I
But-
didn't think that would last once Tarkov came back.
Oh hell no, hell no. But that's the thing. Like once I'm done with Tarkov and stuff, or like Tarkov's tilted me to the point where it's like I need a healthy break from this relationship. I can go to the
You go
cycle.
to exactly the same game but more futuristic.
Exactly, and it's not as like sweaty and everything. But like I just enjoy that stuff. Like that's something. It might have been Bunny. I might have said this to you that like if I could do anything outside of what I'm already doing for work now, I would personally love to be able to stream full time, but also like be able to edit videos professionally and stuff as like my own business for other people.
Ooh.
Everything like I love doing that. Like I could literally sit here all day and just edit videos all day.
Well, I mean,
Take
I
my
keep
money.
sending you videos if you want
So,
them.
like that's the thing. Like the video you sent me and stuff. Like if you're okay with me like working on my skills, like I actually learned how to put in like a YouTube button and stuff where it'll actually like slide out on the screen as like an animation of like a click, like somebody subscribed
Ooh.
and then goes back. And I got it to work, but then the last video I did when I put it on there, for some reason, the overlay is like taking out the video. So it's just like a black screen and the button comes out. And then when it goes away, the actual like video comes back. And I don't know why it's overlapping like that. So I might have to redo it. But it's like those little animated things I'm starting to like
Chroma key?
learn. That's the thing is like the alpha layout in it, the alpha is all the way down on it. So it should already be like chroma keyed. So, and I went back to the comments on the video and stuff that I watched, and some people said like it worked the first time, but then the second time they did it, it didn't work. So it's one of those things.
I seen this TikTok yesterday. I feel like it's kind of relevant to what we're talking about right now. And there's this guy. He's a content creator, and he sat there with the camera above him, with like like the depressing music that you usually hear when it goes, I stream to nobody, and then they have like 6,000 likes on their video, and it's like, yeah, you really stream to nobody, do you? Yeah, of course, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, he puts his head down, puts his headphones down, and he goes, and the text, it's something like the life of being a content creator when all you want to be is a gamer. And he's like he's putting his controller and his headset down and staring at his PC and like editing a video, and it's like just kind of like it kind of hit me, because it's like I am so bad at procrastinating because of I want to play my games as opposed to editing my videos, and that's what I do all the time, and I can't stop myself from doing it. And that is a big issue of being people who are big gamers but also want to be content creators, because you get so easy to get distracted when the thing you play on is right next to you while you're trying to be productive.
That's why
you going, I can see you.
That right there is why I dedicate like Tuesdays and Thursdays are to content creation days. Like I get on here, I'll pull up some people's streams, like to have them on in the background and stuff. I'll pop in, interact with them and stuff. But it's literally like that morning at work, I'm actually going back through my VOD and I'm like making clips and stuff. Like, hey bro, I'm working, all right? But I go back through and I'm making clips and everything, and that way by the time I get home, I can just go right to Twitch, start downloading them, get everything going, get everything where I need it to be and stuff like that. But dude, it's a lot, man. Like,
yeah,
and it's, I don't know, like it's just one of those things where kind of like for me, I feel like I could do the editing thing if I really wanted to, but I would really have to like put off a lot of streaming. Like I'd have to dedicate a lot of time to learn that,
unfortunately,
master
that's what
that,
it comes down to.
and stuff. So it's like
That's
I can. Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was good. The reason why you find most people who are really big on YouTube only stream like 2 times a week is because they're spending the rest of their time editing
Creating the
videos.
content.
Like
Yeah.
any full-time content creator that's made it on YouTube streams once, maybe twice a week on Twitch.
Which, in
And
to Rage's
sucks.
point today, like, bro, I could actually like flip my desk over. I was playing Tarkov earlier and stuff. It goes back to like, it's the number one rule, guys. If you're a content creator and a gamer, always record. If you have the ability to record, always record. Because I
100%.
straight up bitch slapped this team before by myself and shit all over them. And I was just like, as soon as I was done and I healed up, I just like sat here and I was like, I didn't get any of that. Like, what the shit? Like, I didn't get a single moment of that and everything. Like, that's a billion like TikTok right there. Stuff wasted. Oh, that was
Always
honestly,
recording.
that was honestly like the highest moment of my Tarkov playing experience. It was awesome. Everything, but
And no one will ever see it
Convenient.
now.
nobody
It's
will ever know about it. Except for those poor dog tags that I have sitting in my stash, baby. They'll know forever.
Milky has a really good point in chat.
What is it? You could stream while you edit.
So you could do like a just
I've done
chatting
that.
while editing.
I've done that before. And stuff. Like I've worked on some videos and stuff before on it. I actually have like a channel point thing in there. I don't even remember how much it's worth, but
15,000.
yeah, 15,000 to edit a video for you. And stuff like
I'm redeeming that shit right now.
like you send me clips and everything, and or just like a like Mole, what was it, like a 20-minute video?
Something like that, yeah, 15,
Yeah.
20 minutes.
Like you send me
I
that.
asked you if you wanted to do it before I redeemed it. I was like,
Yeah.
If you want some practice,
Yeah,
I
but
don't mind.
there's a thing in there, so but just I mean, also be warned, like if you're not happy with it, I'll do as many revisions and stuff as you want.
I'm
but-
gonna be there with you while you edit that mother.
Don't
I'm
let
being
Ricky
your
hear
ear the
you
whole
when
time.
you're editing my videos. I feel like there'll be a lot of very silly things put in there. Ah, look, you can put a willy there.
Hey, bro, if I could, I would. I'd green screen that shit right in.
It's like I said something about like something was kind of sexual, didn't I? And then you got the Lenny Henry bloody image coming up.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, boy.
He said, I can't remember what it was, but he said something like, I'm kind of turned on by that. And I literally cut his video.
I don't
Where
know.
it's
I can't
like-
remember.
He hooks a person on the hook and the person
Mhm.
screams. And then it literally just like cuts right there. And it's Mole just going like this in his chair. He's like, I'm kind of turned on by that. And then I put the guy where he's like, yeah, boy. Like, as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh my God, I have to do this. Like, I immediately.
I watched it and I was like, I don't like it, but I'm not mad.
But that's the thing too, is like, whatever, if anybody wants me to like edit videos and stuff for them, like, I don't care to do it and everything, but like, give me honest feedback on it. Don't just say, yeah, it's good, like, cool and everything. Like, I'll like be brutal
Shit.
and stuff, be brutal with it because I want to get better, you know? And I feel like it's the only way to get better is to
light bulb just popped up. Boop, boop.
So, but yeah. I appreciate everybody's time. You know, I'm really enjoying these episodes and stuff we got going and the interaction we're having. So, a lot of everybody in chat too, like Milky today, Bunny, Rage, Mole. Appreciate you guys like interacting with chat because I know I get sidetracked and talking, but
What are we, selfless?
Disappointed that Bunny didn't bring her face to the party.
We are team pick me up, baby.
Did you see what was the first word?
Team pick me up.
Yeah, team, baby. Yeah.
But no, like all the interaction and stuff you guys have and everything within chat, I appreciate like everybody doing their part. And
of course you banned him.
I mean, fuck that guy, bro. Like, come in and just ask some stupid ass question like that. Like,
it's obviously Bunny. Like,
that was not Bunny.
Obviously.
No, the answer to that question was obviously me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, fair enough. Oh.
Wait, did you think it was like a troll account from Bunny or something?
I don't know. I just actually read the message and I was like, yeah, I'm not even giving this time of day.
I'm fired. I didn't even see that message.
I've seen it. I thrive on trolls though, so it's kind of it's hard for me to balance it.
I mean, it obviously didn't get the attention it needed. So
no, I got 2 responses and then he was like, "Well, that's boring. See you later."
Yeah. No. I should have just said like, ask your mother. She'll tell you. So, this is what it is. But yeah, I appreciate everybody, and we're gonna wrap up this episode here. Once again, I am selfless_gaming. You can find me here on Twitch, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, however, all the fun platforms that people are on nowadays. Rage, go ahead, man.
Well, yeah, we got Rage Induced coming on Twitch, and we're working on other stuff on the back end of stuff. So we're gonna try and get this YouTube up and running. Moldy Mo.
Moletown _ here on Twitch and TikTok and Twitter, and then just Moletown on YouTube. I'm getting better at that.
You are. Bunny.
I forget where I am half the time. No Fear Bunny. You'll find me on Twitch, Hover, Instagram, and where else? TikTok.
I will say your Fortnite TikToks are pretty funny. Like you do have some pretty good clips on there and stuff of gameplay. So I always do appreciate them. See Dizzy, this was really fun to watch. I'm glad I joined the stream today. Yeah, we'll be doing this every Friday, 6 p.m. EST. We'll have a different discussion, topics. If you guys have anything that you'd like to bring up, discuss, feel free to like jump in the Discord, or if you guys are ever in our streams, like live streams, just throw it out there. We're more than willing to really talk about anything and stuff. So, but yeah, we appreciate y'all. Let's see who is online. You guys want to show some love to?
I do not have any suggestions today.
Rage,
Michelle.
Bunny, y'all got any? Oh, is
Oh,
Michelle?
we ain't got no points to redeem.
Nah, man, you know we don't do that stuff.
We don't do that here.
We ain't doing that.
I was looking for. I was like, come on, let me spend my points, bro.
You could help towards the. No, it's not Thursday or Tuesday. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, the
Thought it
double
might be the
raid.
double raid day.
Yeah. All right. Well, you guys want to do? Let's see. We got Michelle, Fishman, or Rifles. Don't matter to me. You know what? We're wearing rifle shirt today.
Right.
It's a rifle day.
It's a rifle day. We're wearing a shirt. This is the man, the myth, the legend, Rifles right there. We're gonna go show him some love.
Skadoosh.
Let's go.
He's a lot of fun. Him and Fishman are always a good time.
Selfless, have you moved stuff around again?
What do you mean?
Your backdrop looks like it's all moved around again, or has it just been that long since you've been live that I've forgotten?
It's probably just that long, bro.
Oh, okay.
Well, and two, my camera's like bigger when I do it through Discord. So
Yeah.
it may look different, but it's not, because usually on my stream it's smaller. Yeah. But this is like all my work stuff right here. It's clearly in
Laptop
use.
just turned on.
Yeah, it's been going on and off all day.
Look at him sat there with his laptop and his metal keyboard and nano leaf panels that he never turns on.
Bro, this thing right here, my keyboard is like to my streaming PC. I'm pretty sure there's only like 9 keys that actually work on it anymore. The rest
My
of them I
whole
have to
left
like
side of
punch
my
them.
keyboard's broken.
Yeah.
I played 5 games of DBD on it and broke the shift button.
I
I just couldn't run properly, so I punched it. Because that's how I result.
that fixes everything more.
So I try and fix everything, it broke it even more. So I'm now missing the caps lock button, the
Oh,
one above the
no.
tab, whatever that is, and the escape button.
Well
Yeah.
done.
I can still press the
The
escape
thing
button.
above the tab button's what gets me killed in Battlefield.
What is it?
I don't know, but it's
Does
almost
anybody
like
know what it's for?
it's almost
Yeah.
like coding or something, or like commands. Because I hit it in Battlefield, and I'm like, oh no, I can't do anything. It's typing.
That's my like discard button in Tarkov, and then I always end up hitting escape and like disconnect myself on most in game. So
God.
I appreciate y'all, baby girl. I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying this today. Felt like I haven't seen your face in forever. Yeah, it's been a minute since I caught COVID. Pretty much, it was last Friday, the week since I streamed. So I'm doing better now though and stuff. Wife did catching it, but she was able to like only really have like congestion and sore throat and everything. She didn't have it as near as bad as I did, which was good because that was pretty terrible. So, all right, we're gonna raid out to Rifles. Any emotes y'all got? Let's go blow up his stream. Let's show him some love.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all. You guys continue to take care of each other. Most importantly, take care of your selves and have a good weekend.
Can we scream profanities now?
If you want to.
Fuck the police.
I've literally said shit, fuck, whatever this stream, so.
Oh, goodness.
Like an ad.